Guy on the survival show. Hasn't eaten in several days. The cameraman. What my brain thinks will happen if I look away from my garage door while it's closing. What I thought $1 million would get me as a kid versus reality. Dear season at the nursing home. They're having so much fun. Me. No serial killer will ever lure me into their murder van. I'm too smart for that. Murderer. How do you want the stairs built? I was thinking something like instant death. If you think fireworks are loud, try opening this in the middle of the night. Now all of China knows you're here. Parents, make sure you put some money aside for the future. The future? Yeah, I don't think there is a future. 7-year-old me saving my neighborhood from an imaginary villain after I found a stick. Date idea. Fight another couple. Like legit fist fighting. I live in the mountains. I hide in bushes on mountain trails, waiting, and when hikers walk by, I exclaim, "This is my mountain!" Snap photos for confirmation. My friend does this to keep track of her earbuds. Law of physics exists. There are so many memes about goats and physics, but there's still no explanation. Early 2000s. Don't sit too close to the TV. It'll make your eyes square. 2024. All the birds' eggs in the neighborhood disappeared. Then this guy showed up. Would you do this job? This is the stuff we need robots for. Not taking orders at McDonald's. Well, at least that's been cleared up. Employee attitude. Staff need to stop acting like they don't want to be here. We're not acting. Staff. Security tip. Plant prickly pear cactus outside your daughter's bedroom window. You're welcome. Grandma talking about, there's some pepper in the cabinet. Sold by August 1999. Shout out to the adult on the porch who watched this entire scenario unfold and just sat there, just spectating the whole thing. Teacher, the test isn't that hard. The test? Fine. GF. Me realizing I'm about to fail. College house with an emergency slide rather than stairs. Me, after smelling a smell that smells like the smell that I smelled many years ago. We used to be a proper country. McDonald's next to a Blockbuster. Twizzlers taste like they made a toy at first and then just said, never mind, and y'all ate it. Renovations done to a 500-year-old tower. They ruined it. It looks awful. Ugh. If you need to throw up, make sure you do it on the carpet. Wow, Kitty, are you gonna clean it up for me? Proof that Tom Cruise is a vampire. Then versus now. Me telling my mum a secret and my mum the next day, announcing it to the entire world. POV. You got pulled over. The cop handed you a ticket and flipped this bad boy around asking you for a tip. People who type K instead of OK, deciding what to do with the time they saved. I'll see your live, laugh, love sign and raise you a ew, people sign. I prefer yours. And for our female followers viewing pleasure, a men's beauty contest from 1919. Well played, Target. That's a pretty good excuse for losing one of the arms on the mannequin. A human tooth withstanding up to 250 kg, 550 pounds of force. A human tooth when it comes into contact with some sugar. My sister and I are polar opposites. Her home versus mine. Go away. Nick got promoted to Nicholas. Let's go. My man matches his drink with his outfits. Bro really flexed his Costco membership and it worked. The blueprints were etched into our middle school desks this whole time. So this is the ultimate sword. My Uber driver is going through it. The person who's calling is named. You deserve better. You ever be chilling and then your foot just starts feeling like this out of nowhere? Never in my life have I wanted to steal a sign more than I do right now. No people. Accurate depiction of my available budget for going off grid. One storm and it's over. I got $20 on this not making it past Father's Day. I hope no one's in it when it breaks. That's a painful fool. Elon Musk announces that the first human has received a brain implant from his startup Neuralink. First guy to get jailbreaked is gonna be so crazy. Just when you think you're a redneck, boom, this comes along. The packing insert from our robot vacuum looks like it should be guarding a temple somewhere. I just watched my neighbor use a leaf blower to blow all the leaves from his side to my side. What would you do in this situation? Ask to borrow his leaf blower. Dear students, I will fly 7 of you to China to train with me. Please pick me. Me to my 2025 robot that I'm doing the deed with after it cheated on me with the microwave. I'm just pouring water on it. Me trying to find something in my room for 30 minutes. My mum walking in and finding it under 30 seconds. The fact that there's people in every car driving, living their own life. No, for real. And they're all main characters in their own world, but just extras in mine. It's so weird to think about. Screw it. Inflatable frat house. And they've got inflatable college students in there. Anti-doing the deed beds have been installed inside every athlete's room for the Paris Olympics 2024. What's killing me is if you're a real smasher, there's no such thing. What is happening? I'd give the world to experience 2020 as a teenager. For real, I was 10. Same. The kids are romanticizing quarantine. Iowa looks like they told a guy with OCD, you have to split this 99 ways. Still not over the fact that there was a whole ad campaign for years promoting milk. Just milk, not a brand of milk, just the concept. The idea of milk. Got milk. Perfect energy drink doesn't exist. The evolution of Crayola. This is actually fascinating. Bought a lemon tree earlier today, straight cash. Not to flex, but it's 9 p.m. and I just went out and got some lemons to make. One single cup of lemonade. Why? Because I copped a lemon tree. I might bake a tart tomorrow. Just a coyote howling from the top of a car in Arizona. This signals the official end of Toyotathon. Thank you so much. Your tip saved my life. Zip my pants up when you're done with it, bro. Can't even compliment people anymore. I won an argument and decided to be extra petty. Did it hurt when I told you to Google it and I was right? Finally got my own apartment. I haven't said a single word in 8 hours. You guys are gonna be 82 talking about, I miss 2016. Bro, let it go. Guys love 2016 more than their own family. If you swap Justin Bieber and Taylor Swift, you get a cute lesbian couple. 200 billion years of living life and making new friends and memories is worth it. I'm tired of the whole immortality is a curse BS. Everybody you love will die if you're immortal. That's gonna happen anyway. I don't care. I want to react to a robbery, get shot in the head, and then stare at the thief like this. Once in a lifetime sight, the entire state of Texas is under a winter storm warning. That number of once in a lifetime weather events I've lived through in the last decade probably exceeds 20. The girl that's never been treated right. And this cool picture of Lego Jesus dunking on Satan. Plugging 66 space heaters into this bad boy. Chick-fil-A will go through anything to give you good customer service. They've got engineers in the back making new customer service inventions. At what age do men just start screaming when they sneeze? It's not an age thing, it's a mindset thing. Well, if I don't scream, I'm gonna explode, so put my head in a tree to see what was making all the noise. You'll never guess what was inside. Who puts their head in a tree to hear a noise? This guy. When I'm saying extremely gay remarks and bro doesn't respond, reminding me he's actually gone forever. A story in 4 parts. I've never done the deed with a man and thought, wow, I want to have his baby. Never. You have 4 kids. They were blocked. I'm finding him and I'm getting him jumped and beaten. I hope that screenshot and Twitter clout was worth it. What? You have 4 kids, what do you mean? He's right. I loved these perspectives, so I took some on my own when I was in Cairo, and yeah, they're literally just right there. Pause them on your way to work. No, you don't understand. There's literally a Pizza Hut across the street from the pyramids. My money be like, what are you trying to do now? Yeah, always wants to spend itself. A tic-tac gun that shoots breath mints 15 feet across the room. Just a warning if you're buying a watch on Amazon. I learned the hard way that if it says you can swim with it, this only applies if you can already swim without it. When you finally graduate from high school in the US, this is just sad. Oh man, I did the thing where you rest your head on your toddler's lap while they're distracted and watching TV to gauge their true feelings about you, and mine sweetly, absent-mindedly patted my head and said, I really wish you would go away. 27 hours of labor! Since you're already up, can you do me a favor? I'm comfortable and I don't want to move. Zoomers have come full circle and reinvented I hate my wife humor. Really grew up in the best era to be a kid and the worst era to be an adult. Other people, me, an intellectual, chalky milk. We really let this guy pass as 21 years old in 1990. It was way I was not alive. How it feels when you are lying. And bro starts adding details. Stop saying start a family when you mean have kids. A couple is still a family. A single person and her cat is a family. A couple and their plants are a family. 3 weirdly close roommates could be a family. You don't need kids to be a family. Hey guys, meet my family. Where? Dogs are family. And cats, animals are family. Markiplier, when you shake the bag of Markiplier food. Same tree, but in different seasons. This is so satisfying. Wait, this is a law now? Lick it or ticket. I want to eat 5 meals a day. You decided 3. The same person who came up with the 2-day weekend? Loser. Growing up, I always imagined a 100-inch TV would cost like $1 million or something. Costco has one for under $1,700. TVs are literally the only thing that have gotten cheaper as I've gotten older. CarPlay looks interesting on the new Mini Countryman's circular display. This looks like I should be able to select a Raspberry Fanta. Watching the lifted truck with LED headlights drive past you like, man, how come American public transport is as bad as a third world country? Because the USA is just 50 third world countries in a trench coat with a military budget big enough to fight God. The most honest do not enter sign of all time. Please do not enter the dangerous area beyond this gate. You quite possibly will get hurt, then you will sue, then a protracted court battle will ensue, exhausting your financial resources, and you will lose because this sign that warned you will be Exhibit 1. How old were you when you stopped watching cartoons? The day I stopped watching cartoons is gonna be the day that the good Lord calls me home. Always the most clapped stuff on Facebook Marketplace, and unfortunately I need it. Resident Evil looking setup. Police recover over 2 dozen bags of ice stolen from a dollar store. Please get the hell out of my face with this BS. My 10-year-old recently said to me, what if every country on earth has ninjas, but we only know about the Japanese ones because they're the worst? And I can't stop thinking about it. Probably right. Mom finally cashed in her Marlboro Miles. This cave court is on my basketball bucket list. This is so cool. My AirPods are dead as hell. TSA would handcuff you if they saw this at the airport. It'd be like that. Millennials chilling, watching their 173rd historical event in real time, wondering if they should make their car payment. When guys in the friend zone catch the boyfriend cheating, sometimes you just gotta spoil yourself. Sony sold its waterproof Walkman in a bottle of water to prove it was really waterproof. The same bike, the same place, the same girl, but with a difference of 71 years. Leadership, open door policy, the door. How to Murder Your Husband writer found guilty of murdering husband. Meanwhile, the author of How to Murder Your Husband and Get Away with It remains at large. Up until 2013, Pizza Hut was the largest buyer of kale in the US. They used it to decorate their salad bar. Why does he have Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue on the decorative shelf? To look more relatable. Look inside. Fire damage plus 1.5%. Sandwich and sandwich disassembled. Gen Z paralyzed with fear of turning 30, becoming unattractive hags. Life might as well end at 22. Me rubbing it all over bro's face the moment he falls asleep. He's pretending to sleep. Mr. Beast is putting 2 pilots in a private jet for 100 days with unlimited fuel. And if they make it, they get to keep the jet. Sorry, I never replied. Every day is blending together and I've lost all sense of reality and time. When bro is so stupid that you just have a sarcastic crash out. Santa chasing down the single mother after her son wished for a baby brother. We had 24-hour Walmart, $1 McChickens, $5 footlongs, $20 full tanks, 99-cent stores. And we had it all. What happened? I wish I could be mysterious, but this is just who I am. I refuse to believe these are played by the same guy. Gary Oldman. Hold my beer. Inside his nose is regular Spider-Man. Regular Spider-Man? Yeah, it's regular Spider-Man. You don't have to be mean to him. I was depressed and wasted on beer in Sendai, Japan a long time ago, and the farmers I had dinner with asked me how many gunfights I'd been in. I'm 17, I replied. Well, doesn't everyone get in gunfights in America? I miss Japan. Tonight I dreamed Kendrick brought a factory strider to one of his concerts. It killed a bunch of people, and he was like, I didn't know it would do that. What's something nice/thoughtful you can do or get for your significant other for under $100? When your girl goes into the shower, sneak in and steal her towel, and then put it in the dryer for a few minutes. Wait for her to get out and wrap it around her. Bonus points if you scare the hell out of her. It's the little things. I can't believe on top of all the political stress and financial instability next year, they're gonna send the kaiju after us. What year is Pacific Rim set in? 2025. Oh, for real? Fun fact. Cats sleep like this when their noses are cold. The masculine daydream, where you stay behind to hold off a pursuing force while your loved ones escape. I'm cackling. Which one of you actually do this? Wait, my brother just said that most men daydream about saving people's lives. Is that true? Only 21% of baby boomers with at least 1 million said they want the next generation to enjoy my money while I'm alive. Per Bloomberg, we will make a better world for our children. We will make a better world for our children. Screw you, entitled brats. Having the talk with your dog before company comes over. Don't jump up on people even though you want to just say hello. Some people don't like it, and some people may think you're going crazy. 1 in 3 GoFundMe campaigns are now for medical bills. GoFundMe is one of the largest insurers in the country. The system is completely broken. 2025 will be my year. How 2025 is going. Guys, as of recording this video, come on. It could still be your year. People all over America are experiencing heavy fog. Everyone is wondering what the odds are that this happens right when the fog is common in the winter, when a warm air mass moves over a cold, wet ground. Medieval peasant brain has never been this back. After a heavy drinking session, I pooped the bed. Told the wife it was the dog to avoid embarrassment. The size and stench was so bad that she took him to the vet and found out he was showing early signs of stomach cancer. I inadvertently saved my dog, but can never take credit. Remember, no matter how cold it gets, there's always this guy. My son stayed home on New Year's Eve so he could spend time with his big sister. Someone, you are so rude. My rudeness, what I said and what I could say. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Something before the egg. 1 cigarette shaves 20 minutes off of your life. Yeah, but an 8-hour workday takes 8 hours from you when you just have to sit down and admire how badly you messed up. My favorite hobby is switching the stock photos at Walmart with pictures of myself. Oh, just like real life. This is what pops up in a YouTube vlogger's peripheral vision when they hit 1 million subscribers. You are famous. From now on, you no longer get in trouble for stealing horses. We'll be so technologically advanced in 20 years that nobody will have to work. People in 20 years. Therapist. There will always be a light in the end of the tunnel. The light. Someone punched a wall in the men's toilets and the staff decided to frame it. Fragile masculinity. Artist unknown. 2018. How I feel when I search up a slang word I don't know. My dad and I told my mum we would leave the Apple store only after she'd taken a selfie on every single device. You finish a really tough race. It was the human race. Genuinely want to meet the architect who designed designed this restroom. My mum is a mum. No toys in the living room. My mum is a grandma. Walmart has rebranded their logo. Me trying to work out the difference every damn time. You told me it would stop raining. I lied. You always lie. Today we move on. Delete 12,000 images. If I've got 13,000 photos with you, we're gonna figure it out. The woman I'm dating gave me onions and tomatoes from her garden. GPS path of a swimmer crossing the English Channel. Why didn't he just go straight? Cannibalism, the ultimate taboo, is surprisingly common. The delicious stories behind America's favorite dumplings. I don't like the placement of these articles. I don't brush my teeth because I have terrible sensory issues. You dissolve the food before it goes to your stomach. I gave my 40 millionth subscriber 40 cars. Mr. Beast's first subscriber. This is worse than the mug girl. I finally got my iPad. I dropped my iPad down the stairs and it shattered. Women in the 1600s. I was just thinking, men, which, when you're wearing socks and step into something wet, that one person who's unemployed, hop on. I'm at school for another 3 hours. Setting a timer right now. It's been 3 hours. I just got in the car. What's it even trying to play? Roblox. Korean grading system. So if you got a below 70, it's an F. Scoring 80 in other countries. Scoring 80 in Korea. 30 people tried drawing the world from memory. The merged results looked like this. This insult would have done numbers on Tumblr. At least try to be interesting, kind of. It says mildly, idiot. Type like a human. Bark like a dog. You're below me, moron. My 127-year-old baby says thank you, but please let her die now. Caring for your baby since 1890. I wasn't even alive then. How is that my baby? It's gotta be your baby. Apparently there's a pilot shortage going on, so now apparently they're paying new hires $247 an hour. Not me flying this plane, y'all. Segway makes a self-balancing stroller for adults. Love to absolutely eat dirt when my wheelchair runs out of battery. When I was like 9, I wanted to drink coconut water, so I figured putting a coconut in a glass bowl and smacking it with a hammer would do the trick. This was the result. They gave a 3-year-old an Ask Me Anything. Why am I laughing so much? I'm 3, I know everything. I'm his dad and will ask him any questions you send him as long as they are appropriate. What's behind your eyes? It's just a spider. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? 4. What are your thoughts on naps? Grapes. What would you do if you could do anything? Get some juice. How does the sun work? It'd take a nap. This train station has a mystery vending machine where you can buy items from unclaimed packages left in delivery lockers. Guess the original captain just didn't want it bad enough. Bro really said I'm saving us from this iceberg. Teacher. Lying can't get you a job in real life. Politicians. Lawyers. Barbers. Influencers. A little over a year ago, my mum sent me the greatest single text ever. Zayn is leaving one dimension. America innovates. China replicates. Europe regulates. Fellas, are you letting a woman do this to you? I'ma be up there like, wee. Throwback to when my bro put this on his graduation cap. Last minute like everything else I did in college. Bro, did you study? No, I didn't. 4 out of 50. And they got 46 out of 50. Valentine's Day as a kid who has never been in a relationship. Valentine's Day as a single adult who has been in relationships before. My friend sent me this from his bike ride. That's an incredible view. These broken looking dresses were created by a retired cabinet maker. They're fully functional and look like they belong in a fairy tale. You got drunk enough to do the dishes. College. Probably whoever has finals to study for. Bro is fired. Me, when I find the guy who made periods. How I apologize to people at work. I'm sorry that your terrible behavior made me act out of character. You should work on that. 2017. Honey, I found a picture of your grandmother. 2070. Frankie thinks he found his soulmate and I don't have the heart to correct him. iPhone users. iPhones are so much better than Androids. I love my iPhone. People really care about what phones people use now in 2025. Our moms wake up when you tap their shoulder once. Where's the lie? 5 minutes on the toilet, phone plus toilet, 15 minutes plus Wi-Fi, 55 plus charger, never leaving. I got diagnosed with celiac a few weeks ago and my cousins were fully prepared with a food identification system. I can't stop laughing. I've been using this as perfume. It's holy water. I love to see the community come together like this. Cops hiding. Don't jump. This is just like 1984. I say, hoping to manifest the housing market of that year. Random American. I'll buy private healthcare so they cover the cost if I have a health issue. Health insurance company. Mum burned 13-year-old daughter's, someone who did something horrible to her, alive after he taunted her out of prison. Food workers, tell me about your least favorite regular. Let's go into 2025 filled with spite and rage. This guy named Scott. It's like I'm there. Childish Gambino and Drake. My Uncle Ray and Aunt Lisa. Who the hell cares? Your father wanted you to have this when you were old enough. I hate you. Give this lightsaber to my son when he gets old enough. Deers when they hear a twig snap in deers when they see 2 tons of steel coming at them at 80 miles per hour. Due to less pollution, the mountain from Paramount logo can be seen. Coworker, what are you going to do with your time off? Me, probably just going to take a relaxing cruise somewhere. Me on the cruise. This is for the Titanic. A guy behind the counter at Home Depot looked like he was having a bad day, so I told him he would be cuter if he smiled. The guy living off that perceived compliment for the next 5 to 10 years. Craziest thing to me is people on the subway with 0 inventory at all. Like 0 items, just straight person. Accurate. So what do you do? I'm a model on Instagram. You? I'm a soldier on Call of Duty. Absolutely no one. Right nostril at 1 a.m. starts whistling. When your friend is about to do something stupid, but you kind of want to see it. Size comparison of Texas and Europe. Texas, where driving 8 hours isn't a big deal. This drunk girl using a slice of pizza as a pillow is still one of the greatest drunk photos of all time. Take us back to 2014. Stop racism. Don't call them witches, bro. And they're telling a terrorist organization to stop it. First ever photograph of a newly hatched electrician with the eggshell still on top of its head. Our doorknob was stolen at a party we threw last weekend. Today it comes back with this note. Dear residents, I regret to inform you that I took your door. I was tripping and thought it was a muffin. 5-year-old had my phone and this is what he searched. The weird bees, the werewolf, the deadly rat. Post Thanksgiving update, evil creatures. Creatures. What's going on with the kid, man? College trying to stop me from learning everything from Indian guys on YouTube instead of buying a $10,000 book. Which would you use? Didn't wash hands. Washed hands? Well, did I wash my hands or not? A woman in France was scammed out of 830,000 euros after believing she was in a relationship with Brad Pitt. According to my mother, the sunset in Glasgow was utterly brilliant last night. Here's her photographic evidence of the event. Call end to my shift. Boo, you fail. Tell me about yourself. Me? Not the best, but still good. I can't stop laughing at this picture a lady posted on the neighborhood Facebook group where every tornado siren in town was going off. A urine sample was delivered to our lab in this box. iPad? No, I peed. Mountain Dew just revealed their new logo, taking inspiration from their 1969 identity. Logo change with actual personality. We are so back. Just found out they sell 3-foot tubes of Pringles in Italy. Get me there immediately. When there is so much news that your local news channel just gives up. Birth takes bath in puddle. Snow has fallen in the Hawaii State Park for what officials say could be the first time ever. Oh yeah, we're definitely all about to die. Marcus Brownlee launches a mobile app. It's a wallpaper app with a $50 annual subscription. As a person who reviews products for a living, he should know better. The main thing millennials can be proud of is that we collectively banished ironing clothes. My basement had a small flood, and in the process of cleaning it up, I found my first grade yearbook. I guess some things never change. When I grow up, I want to be a person who learns about bugs because I think they crawl very well. Nope, no, absolutely not. Tumblr ads are getting increasingly incomprehensible, yet relatable. Found a lost dog on my hike today. Please look at her tag. I messed around and got lost. Can you call my mum? She's probably losing her mind. If you like her, just ask her out. Always works for me. Henry Cavill. If you're homeless, just buy a house. Bill Gates. When you have a date with a mermaid. SpongeBob taking Pearl to prom. Someone stole the C&L off my work bestie's door, which I guess was probably pretty predictable in hindsight. You make the whole shimmer. Sheriff's office in Colorado welcomed 2 new adorable puppies to their team. My mum and me at the same age. Are you sure you're not the same person? Improvise, adapt, overcome. How people who are not into sports watch the Olympics. Not Michael Phelps, not Michael, oh boy. Phelps, oh boy from America. Dude, another dude. Hey bro, whose flag is this? Yup. When replacing the role, remember, bids are cool, mullets are bad. Marvel Rivals has a bug that causes players at low FPS to move slower and do less damage on certain heroes. This gives players with high-end PCs an advantage. Clearly you're playing on an air fryer. Snowing hard this morning. Bus driver slid through a red light. Only thing he said was, "We slide in." I can't stop thinking about this. We slide in. At that point he's a passenger too. How I look sat on the end of my bed, trying to build the courage to get out of it. Waiting for the song to finish before I leave the car. When you accidentally say, "About a week ago." Hi neighbor, today we're faced with an ethical dilemma. I'm making it kill me first so that it can choose itself. Cars used to hit bugs. What happened to all the bugs? I like that you put the answer before the question like Jeopardy. Me, with oversized bangles. This is a slinky. Glass ornament I made for a workshop at school. Biblically accurate ornament. In Subsurveillance, 2024. Alice is a robot butler equipped with a UV sanitizing system inside her mouth, so she doesn't need to brush her teeth. This seems odd, though. If she doesn't eat food, what could possibly enter her mouth that would require How my parents perceive age. Older siblings when they're 10, younger siblings when they're 19. Do you ever go into someone's house and think, wow, people can get used to any smell? My worst fear is someone walking into my place and thinking this. Baby gator in a moment of bliss. Bro, those weighted blankets are no joke. My mum gave me one for Christmas, so I went to take a small nap, instantly fell asleep and woke up 2 hours later. I finally understand why bugs like to sleep under rocks. Ordering a pizza in a snowstorm is such a bad move. Oh, the roads are too bad to drive, but let's see if this 17-year-old kid can make it in his 04 Kia. Jack Sparrow. Did you mean Captain Jack Sparrow? Google knows what's up. Your tiny truck would break the frame with this much load in the rear. Better go charge your battery and watch. I like to draw disturbing rabbits and leave them in different locations. I saw an empty frame at my grandmother's house and couldn't resist. The next day I received a text. What in God's name is this awful thing? The bollards outside this school in Dublin look like pencils. I think they are pencils. The genie looking at me after I wished goth baddies for both of us and he hit us with, you got 3 more wishes. How it looked and how 7-year-old me felt. Healthcare. Good, fast, cheap. That'll be $129,000, cash or credit. Come back in 83 weeks for your procedure. Have you considered ending yourself? Your interests as a 13-year-old will forever haunt you like old tenants on your brain mansion. How PE teachers expect us to react after blasting cringy, outdated 2016 music to hype us up at 8 a.m. Me laughing at whatever the crackhead says so he doesn't maul me. Roderick really had the craziest party with 0 alcohol, yet had all the huzz pulling up. The barista waiting for me to give her a 125% tip for microwaving a sandwich. It's weird being the same age as old people. You either die a hero or live long enough to become the villain. Would you be my Spider-Gwen? I hope this is how Tom Holland proposed to Zendaya. Yeah, bro, it's on Crackle. Crackle? What is Crackle? The woke left has taken over Amazon. Collar for twinks. Why is that before dogs? My Nest doorbell automatically locks the front door when it sees a face it doesn't recognize. Today it didn't recognize me, so I went into the app to investigate it, and no matter how many times I reread this, it makes me laugh. I slipped on icy stairs last winter and swear I saw my own butt crack as I fell. No one believes me. How I like to hang out? Parallel play. Parallel play is a form of play in which children play adjacent to each other, but do not try to influence one another's behavior. Literally me. Math is like Japanese, like konnichiwa. This piece of glacier ice in Patagonia looks like a super tight computer error. I wanted to go to the bathroom and found this. Nature claims its place. We are the virus. The earth is healing. One house is yours. Now, who do you want as your neighbor? No one? You know what? Sure, Peggle. Make phone calls. Who cares anymore? There's no way. Aren't you that missing girl from that poster in Target? What poster? My English teacher always told me I need a hook to get a reader's attention. Now that I got yours, what's good? Let me get your snap. Gmail option to declare email bankruptcy. Declare email bankruptcy. Keep it or tear it out. This is literally the best spot to place a Christmas tree if I've ever seen one. Using little plastic dinosaurs and some fish line. I made a scene for my wife's car backup camera. Now we wait. Still not gonna get over how genius Jet's design is. It's actually crazy that they have even more similar silhouettes than Shadow, especially when Jet is a Hawk too. Hawk 2? Did you know that morgues prefer to hire women for exactly the reason we all think? I had to see a comment about this to understand what they mean. I don't know if this is true. When you woke up on the wrong timeline. I work for Mr. Beast. He's a fraud. Welcome to the lab. A Minecraft movie. 2 steps ahead. 3 confirmed. Doofenshmirtz is Phineas and Candace's dad. Linda and Doof dated. Phineas and Doof have similar head shapes. Candace and Vanessa have similar head shapes because they're half sisters. This abstract picture of Candace in Doof's apartment. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. The next time you want to give up, think of this image. Amazon.com. Before he got the billionaire laugh. I found my microwave completes 1 rotation every 21 seconds. So now I cook for 42 seconds. 1 minute 3, 1 minute 23, 1 minute 45, or 2 minutes 04. This way, the food is in the same position when I take it out as when I put it in. A man walked straight into a bar, then came out. 5 stars. I didn't even know this was an LGBT bar when I arrived. I wasn't even gay when I got there. But after a great night of food, drink, and men, I sure am now. Great place. Why is the Tonight Dough so funny? My mom asked me what I wanted from the store. Well, I was really sick, so I just went, Jimmy Fallon. The amount of times I've accidentally called this a Jimmy Fallon flavored Ben & Jerry's is so embarrassing. My doorknobs look like a surprised animated character from a Disney movie. I found a huge dandelion. My fortune cookie threatened me. You laugh now? Wait till you get home. Somebody tipped me $1 and folded it into a collared shirt. A sign I found in the woods that depicts a man jumping over some scary looking hands. Do not go in that forest. The ocean was so foamy today, it looked like giant waves of whipped cream. Giant anatomically correct heart made of Legos. I found a Lamborghini tractor. They do tractors? Glitch in the Matrix. Wait, that guy's been cloned. Bird nesting in a boot. That's so cute. So nice, warm, and cozy. This toolkit is $6 more to get the non-girly version. The sign has the notice in both English and dog. Attention dog owners. Pick up after your dogs. Thank you. Attention dogs. My buddy's carpet matches his dog perfectly. Footprint of empty Heelys in the snow. Found the cliff this cliff bar came from. The faucet in my hotel room is in the ceiling. A wet floor sign in the shape of a shark fin. Caution, wet floor. The grass in Michigan weather yesterday. Windy day in the northeast caused these icicles to form sideways. This log accessorized with pennies I found while hiking. But why? This guy took his cat out photographing. These giant baguettes. They are massive. The way two horses' faces appear merged as one. Found a heart-shaped tomato at work yesterday. This rock has seen some stuff. My girlfriend's cat paces using the same steps each day. My rubber band ball exploded. Damn, that's a lot of rubber bands. This falling clock that took the wall with it. How heavy is the clock? My curly fry is literally the and symbol. Old lady in Vietnam gave us a boat ride and made a grasshopper out of palm leaves. This plant that looks like a human face looks angry. My mum always cuts my sandwiches and arranges them in a heart shape. The street in Philadelphia is paved with wood. My teacher accidentally killed an ant in the copier, and now it's all on the papers. It will live forever. I accidentally captured the shadow of a plane while taking pictures for a school project. That's just a monster in the lake. The bottom of my eraser looks like a painting of birds in front of rows of trees. This one-eyed frog that was hanging out on my porch. Get him an eye patch. This worm escaped from my gecko's food bowl and is now drinking his water. He was thirsty. Roof of the building behind my work looks a bit like the Millennium Falcon. One of the residents creates model airplanes using discarded razors. Who needs Lego when you have razors? My raincoat reveals a floral pattern when wet. Iced over bicycle after winter storm in Chicago. My cactus looks like a long-necked dinosaur trying to escape its cup. This guy putting his knee on the counter while checking out. This bathroom's mirrors are sunglasses. My dog only takes left shoes. Why? Why doesn't he like right shoes? The park benches in my city has built-in umbrellas. No, that lamppost just has a mind of its own. Quite the gentleman. Someone in my neighborhood upgraded their TV. That is a massive upgrade. This truck's shadow says, "Hi, hello." The space where my windshield has defrosted looks like a mustache. That's what your car's been manifesting. It wants a mustache. I took some old library books out of a dumpster, and one of them had a 1934 $50 bill in it. The flooring in the waiting area at this pizzeria is so worn you can see the old floor. This is a good sign. It means people are coming back. I took a photo of my dog while he was shaking. He's mid-transformation. My French fry looks like the Nike logo. Skeleton flour turns transparent when in contact with water. Same boot, 3 years and 6,000 hours of work difference. Salt and pepper close up. The way this ice froze to the fence. This picture I got of a night market in Bangkok. My grandma's new reading glasses. Those lenses are thick. Ladybug made a trail in the morning dew on my car. This 100-year-old brick has finger marks in it from its creator. This restaurant has a taupe in it for people who want to avoid germs on the door. Oh my, yes. Today's clementine had an almost perfect mini clementine inside. So a clementine grew inside of a clementine. I throw my used staples in a cup. This is a couple years worth of used staples. Drawers that work in corners. This crane has a giraffe print. This little lizard baby was on my keyboard today. That's a sign for you to look after it. Found a rock that looks like a shark. The way the snow collected on these statues. This giant power outlets on a gas and electronic company building. The color of rain on the roof of a Tesla Model 3. The inside of this tomato looks like a strawberry. My phone glass shattered and now it looks like a Japanese painting. Cloud that's shaped like a shark. These trucks appear to have swapped beds. This tree looks like an evil wizard casting a spell. It was a wizard cursed into being a tree. This tip of a defective Sharpie without any ink. My grandmother has a flower drawer in her kitchen. This jar is shaped to look like a Ziploc bag. This piano I made out of random rocks. This piece of cedar wood that looks like a lamb chop. Okay, I still think that is meat. Found this 41-year-old unopened Pepsi at a thrift shop. My hotel gave me a cute little towel alligator wearing sunglasses. Ice sheet holding onto trees after flood subsides. Physics is broken. My lock got a bit scratched up, and the middle now looks like a kind of horse. Pegasus. My cousin has a snake with Obama in its scales. I see Obama, and I see something very sus. This moon lamp my girlfriend has. Okay, Gru. Sure. Whatever you say. The handicapped ramp is built into the staircase. The way this wood splits looks like a city skyline. These two sycamore trees become one. These croissants made to look like wooden cubes. These wires are so well organized. Windows on the entrance of my apartment, creating a smiley face in the sunlight. This glass pokeball with a Charizard in it. Charizard embryo. This tree survived the bombing in Hiroshima. How is it still alive? This cable I found in my attic can detain burglars. If you need to detain a burglar until the authorities arrive, this cable can make approximately 3 perpetrators immobile when properly tied. This Texas-shaped brick in Texas. Too much Texas. This cup is specifically designed for drinking coffee in 0 gravity. There's multiple dead end sign in Oslo, Norway. This bit of concrete looks like the Iron Giant. A pawn found inside of the Queen. So the Queen was a pawn all this time? Or maybe what it's saying is everyone is equal. The seed of this tree looks like a little pineapple. You sure that won't grow a mini pineapple tree? Layers of paint on an NYC subway pillar. That paint is thick. What is that? Why is it so thick? The way the light hits this mannequin makes her look like she has a mustache. There is an image of Groot living in my wooden table. Help him, free Groot. He doesn't want to be a table. Picked up my phone off a blanket. This is where the tile meets the carpet. In my apartment's clubhouse. Original selfie stick in the 90s book about useless Japanese inventions. This product made a lot of people rich. Threw my shirt on the bed and it took me a minute to find it. Wow, this reminds me of me with my phone, except my phone is not camouflaged. And die in the sink. Perfect heart-shaped strawberry. $1 million USD in $1 bills. This is Mr. Beast's new video. Japanese pen case marked 500 yen, but it's priced at $10 in the US. This parking sign at my local dentistry. Round Lake dental parking only. Others will be painfully extracted. My infrared camera can see through my paint. Hopefully it can't see through clothes. That'll be awkward. Pennies stacked in a jar. Wonder how long this took. This hotel shampoo assumes your theft. The best shampoo you will ever steal. These rocks resemble the faces of former US presidents. Our soap pump fell and cracked but didn't break. The soap clogs the cracks. All I see is Spider-Man. Some World War II defenses uncovered after some recent erosion. This restaurant near my house uses concrete sewer pipes for outdoor seating. This is cool and creative. Found a note from 1981 while demolishing the bathroom. Bob and Debbie wallpapered this room, and it was fun. This shoe shop has an area to test your new shoes containing Lego. This dog statue looks like it has a snow dinosaur on its back. This pizza place gives you instructions on how to reheat your pizza with your receipt. This bench is made from a curled up paving stone. Someone braided this bush to get it out of the way for the kids using the slide. This photo looks like somebody has poorly inserted another photo into it. This banister covered in snow looks like an old lady with an old-timey hat and scarf. These fishnet stockings made from the table's shadow. The way this poster somehow got corrupted between the PC and the printer but still printed out. There's a message by the zipper of my pants warning me to be careful. Be careful, you've only got one. That can be interpreted in a lot of ways. The bowl I used for painting with watercolors evaporated and left colorful salt crystals. I work at a small movie theater and just realized the poster for Ready Player One has a secret maze leading to the Easter egg. I found the ceiling light full of rubber ducks in a pub in Edinburgh. The way these trees grew from the remnants of older ones. I bought a charger that sits flat on my belly so that I don't bend it and break it. Guy made a flower and leaves out of coffee shop napkins. This table apron is cut to perfectly fit matching chair back. The clock at my school's library. Found this bottle with moss while walking in the woods. Dinosaur skull on my local... Why does McDonald's have this? Recycled cardboard used as an alternative to bubble wrap. The pattern water makes as it comes out of my tap. Isn't this laminar flow? My hotel room comes with a complimentary Android phone with free data and calls. Take me out. I am your free travel buddy. My daytime cold medicine melted in my car and no, they look like elf shoes. Are you sure you're not an elf? Or maybe there's an elf living in your car. This wire has worn into this rock after years of hikers walking over it. This park has a swing for wheelchair users. This is nice. Georgia Tech sent me a wallet-sized version of my diploma. Big things come in small packages. The ice on top of my car yesterday. Creepy rabbit in my coffee. I don't see a rabbit. You know Ghostbusters? You know the big white thing? That's what I see. The marshmallow. The school uses 2 Chromebooks as clocks. Yes, this display is an upside down Chromebook. Instead of recycling 2 damaged devices, we repurposed them. Think green. The intensity of this rainbow refracted through my aquarium. The ceiling fan at my parents' house is made of 2 separate oscillating fans. A bathroom for dogs, pet relief area. These rainbowless Skittles. It's a gamble. Someone dropped their spaghetti during a wipe. My boss's mousepad shaped like a tiny rug. My left eye is about 1/3 grey. A friend found a very long Cheerio. Looks like a churro. This stretch of road used for practicing lines. This tiny bag of pasta I got in Italy. In 1898, Nikola Tesla once tricked an entire crowd into believing they could control a toy boat by shouting commands when he had in fact invented radio control and was piloting the boat himself. This morning reflected on my front door. This used sandpaper looked like Jupiter. This building in Chicago has a map of the surrounding area with its own location marked. I was playing my Xbox 360 and came across this creepy shadow. This police car that looks like a cab from the back. This floating layer of ice I found on a hike. Large ice crystals in Switzerland. Am I the only one who would put this in my mouth? This weird shadow my paper made. I cut right through this screw in my workshop. You are very strong. 5-minute shower challenge to save water and the hotel's money. 5-minute shower challenge. Challenge yourself to take a shower in 5 minutes or less. My brother cut a toothbrush in half instead of getting a travel brush. This plant growing inside a floor light fixture. Trash bins in Copenhagen are angled so cyclists can toss their trash while biking. Dude Perfect would love being in Copenhagen. My kitten has 2 canines. Probably get this checked at the vet, right? My dorm's lobby has a secret door. My friend has been using a mouse for his phone ever since the touchscreen broke. This Jeep that looks angry, looks armored. Morgan Freeman wears earrings that are worth enough to pay for a coffin in case he dies in a strange place. This is actually an old sailor's tradition. Planting 90,000-ish trees takes a few inches of shovel. Japan's highest bridge height compared to Godzilla. So Godzilla really isn't that big. Or maybe he is big, but what humans have done is just bigger. Their highest bridge is bigger than the pyramids? What? Every morning the bees come to drink from my bird bath. Retired Navy SEAL Don Shipley has dedicated much of his post-service life to exposing individuals who falsely claim to be SEALs. According to Shipley, the FBI estimates that there are approximately 300 imposter Navy SEALs for every living SEAL. My work continues the paint lines up the wall to help people park. The table and chairs at my friend's house look cel-shaded. They look cartoony, just fake. The carpet at this airport looks like an aerial view of the ground from the window of an airplane. This is very trippy. This window looks like a painting. It would have tricked me into thinking it was a painting, but there's light coming out of it. So, our dishwashers projects how much time is left. 36 minutes. The subway car in Seoul has a mini library. You would never have this in the UK. Not only would this get trashed up, some people would steal the books, and some people would just break the books. My camera focused on the background through the glass. Those black cards a friend gave me. I colored each piece of this puzzle individually and then assembled it. This would annoy me. No, I couldn't do this. It's beautiful though. Google Chrome game Dino on these shorts. Private houses on the roof of an 8-story mall in Zhuzhou, China. You can now see where the spare key in my wallet is. The ketchup inside this bottle has a crack. I would not be buying that. These trash cans in the trash. The grinds at the bottom of my coffee look like an alpine forest scene. The way the trees reflect in the glasses. The clock works with the position of the sun. Photos line up perfectly from 2 different brands. The cameraman's a paid actor. The Swiss cheese has 1 hole. Street musicians performing without amplifiers. If you want to hear their music, you have to wear headphones. This fly swatter that gives the fly a fighting chance. These round radiators. Just found this behemoth in my box of Raisin Bran Crunch. That's a massive cluster. This bench made to look like a stack of books. Saw a discarded rubber band in the street. Looks like a perfect treble clef. There's Tabasco tray on our pizza. This restaurant has Mother's Day cards in the bathroom in case you forgot to get your mum one. Forgot to grab her a Mother's Day card? We got your back. The sun came through the window of my new apartment and hit a mirror, setting my carpet on fire. The way my monitor reflected on my whiskey. My local ice cream shop puts a mini marshmallow in the bottom of their waffle cones to prevent leakage. These mounted police officers have tail lights. A guy in my town makes these skeleton displays. The Ether Bunny. Got an event bracelet that can can be planted. Plant this bracelet in 4/4 of soil and water often. Enjoy your California-friendly wildflowers. This Kit Kat with a crooked wafer. I live in China. My pen was made in the USA. In odds of a hard-boiled egg after it was neglected in the fridge for a year. If you told me that was a marble, I'd believe you. The alphabet, arranged symmetrically. These Hello Kitty construction barriers in Tokyo. Iron Man has nipples, but the Hulk doesn't. This store for your dog outside a supermarket in Copenhagen. This nearly invisible wet paper towel on the table. The cafe at my closest beach gives free drinks to people who collect a bucket of litter from the beach. Got 2 minutes? Of course you have. Grab a bucket and make a difference with 2-minute beach clean. Fill up a bucket and we'll fill up your cup. The sugar cube I put in my coffee left a perfect negative of itself in the foam. And the Sorcerer's Stone. My copy of Harry Potter has a misprinted cover and is missing the Harry Potter on the title. It was all a hallucination. What do they call when everyone remembers something but it's not really true? Before women were allowed to enroll in medical school, Margaret Ann Bulkley dressed as a man for 56 years to study medicine and become her alter ego, Dr. James Barry. It was only when she died in 1865 that her secret was exposed after 46 years of working as an army medical officer. Chad. The way the sun has weathered this sign so it looks like it's heavy metal style. A handmade retro-futuristic digital clock. Our school's magazine publication intentionally placed a physical hole in their newest issue. Enough is enough. What are they saying enough is enough to though? My workplace has a whiteboard showing yesterday's food waste right above where the employees keep used dishes. Take all you can eat, but eat all you can take. Yesterday's food wastage was 6 kg. Wait, 0.6, which can feed 24 people. I picked up my shampoo bottle and it left behind some letters. It's like the spaghetti. You know, spaghetti with a bunch of letters. You should try and eat them. Definitely won't make you ill. I accidentally told my friend the sweetest pickup line ever. I started talking about solipsism, the belief that everything around you was created by your mind. And I went, if everything around me is all my imagination, then you're the best thing I've come up with. She was speechless for a solid 5 minutes. I got 2 posters, pulled them out of the tube and got this against the sunlight. This is how the little tables and pizza boxes are packaged. The tree is cut down to open space for outdoor signs of a kid hugging a tree. Healthy burgers. Heal thy burgers. When the debate team loses a debate with the legal team. Wow, what an interesting view. These are terrible things to feed animals. Feed me landfill. Feed me plastic and cans. Feed me food and paper. I'm no engineer, but good luck. This bizarrely designed flight of stairs that has a big gap down the middle for some reason. Maybe not the message that should be put on axes? Do it. Perfect way to support the cause. This would be great without the hood. What it's like trying to understand women. Entrance only, do not enter. Apparently there's a third option between burial and cremation. Western cultures, afraid of fat shaming. Asia, size fat. Don't have the time to polish your nails? Get some of these. A bag of apples with a character on it that got poisoned by an apple. Not only does this laptop stand improve your posture, it also doubles the size of your screen. Just think about how many cards have passed right through. A lot. The XP bar is empty though. Don't annoy me, I'm close to leveling up, and you look like just enough XP. Why did they censor that part of the cookie? Well, hello there. Meet lasagna. An extremely lazy person, or the ultimate multitasker. Psst, hey kid, wanna stop? Maybe. You're gonna have to be a bit louder than that. Builders restored light poles with $10 plastic flower pots. 4004. Poop. My company wanted to make our fountain pink for breast cancer awareness. Didn't quite get it right. Stupidity. It's not a crime, so you're free to go. Oh, the irony. It hurts so bad. Violators will be towed and fined $50. No! Oh, sweet. $50. Just another reason to fear the dentist. We do our business in your mouth, and we pay you for it. Maybe Turkish Airlines isn't the best choice. My boyfriend bought me a jar of seashells. Some of them are pistachio shells. This couldn't possibly be more dangerous. I get what they were going for, but it just makes it seem like Bruce ripped out his friend's eyes. Did you brush your teeth today? Maybe change your motto, Walmart. Light up Christmas with some gasoline. Death's stare gap. Why is that even a thing? That's a cutting board, not a baking sheet. Why are drinking fountains so short in Europe? Made a thermic face mask without actually researching it. It stained my face and now I look like Bart Simpson. My heart is worth 130k and I almost gave that to a person for free. Friday is fine. You can either go Thursday for $700 or Friday for free. Spooky dookie or creepy pee-pee. The people who manufacture bathtub trays seem to have no idea what women actually do in the bath, and I find that strangely comforting. The menu is not really worn out. It's purposely like this. These socks have the logo on the sole of your foot so that you feel it with every step. They're trying to make it so your foot then has their logo. My mom has so many tabs open in her browser, it literally has an infinity symbol instead of a number. Knee-height microwave is extremely annoying to use. The pillowcases at our hotel have a palm tree stitched on. That looks like a spider. Palm tree? So this is the description on a Gucci printed swimsuit. To get the best from this item, we advise that you do not wear it to swim. Think outside the box. Bruh, this dude already won though. Should I doubt the safety of my holidays? Enjoy your quote-unquote safe holidays. Imagine gazing out of these windows, deep in thought. Not exactly the color pattern you want to see in the bathroom. Then what do I do? Strictly no running or playing at playground. This pattern on the hospital's floor. This bench that's as comfortable as you'd expect. This sticker I received in my positive mental health sticker pack. You are almost enough. This carpet in my friend's hotel. Minion bikini. This cup holder. Warnings, do not put beverages in cup holders. Watch your step. This company really values their customers' opinions. Suggestion box, and it's also a dustbin. Getting mixed signals here. Should I smoke or should I not? The sign design makes it almost indecipherable. Something out of a video game when you're lockpicking. The design of these curtains at a hotel that my parents stayed at. This shower doesn't have a door and gets the floor soaked. The armrest on my United Airlines seat has a flight attendant call button. We are only 30 minutes into the flight and they have already made 2 announcements to not accidentally push the buttons. My friend and I, 5'6" and 5'11" respectively, have hit our heads multiple times in this hotel bathroom. Free meal to anyone over 80 years old, if accompanied by both parents. Having the house number in the middle of a number grid holds up to £1,000, displayed with £810. Who walks downstairs like that? Economy airline seat as a 6'4", 225-pound man. Things did not go as expected. Spending all the effort to make them look like cute little cookies? That's annoying. These crowns don't give much context. Dial 911. This advice: if you get no as an answer, remember no means next opportunity, so let's be positive. My dad still uses this fly swatter. He calls it hard mode. Please stand close, you are holding a pistol, not a rifle. Irony at its best. Certificate of dog obedience training. This is an info screen on a long distance bus. Can't be turned off for no lower brightness option. The most beautiful custom cookies as wedding favors we ever did. Die. I feel like this is meant to be inclusive. Portable phone charger ad. Phone is dying, but yet it's on 100%. Feeling cute. Might patch this pothole later. I don't know. You had one job. One. Well, maybe 2 jobs actually, opening and closing. But these are all well and good until you cross your legs. Thanks to the ramp, people with disabilities can now access the curb, make a 360-degree turn, and then leave. Shopping center has ceilings above entire walkways, except for where the benches are. Didn't quite think this one through, did they? You either have to lean over the toilet or wedge yourself in the dirtiest part of the bathroom. Graffiti removal hotline. Pulling tissues from this box feels uncomfortable. Sure, make me do the squatting waddle to get some toilet paper. Thanks, nice job. You had one job, Mr. Stairmaster. Accommodation, nice try, but you're doing it wrong. Even professionals have bad days. I think they mean fertilize, fertile grass. I don't think I want to go to this restaurant. Eat Jessica's family. Those who throw objects at the crocodiles will be asked to retrieve them. Good. Ladies, please note, you are standing on a glass floor and guests can see from up below. I'm sure my mum thinks it's charging. There's only one reporter you'd want for this story. School bus gets stuck under Lowbridge again. By Caroline Lowbridge. Wedding dress shop near my house. Thought it belonged to. Ew. The handle of this pan is heavier than the actual pan. I've been living here for 22 years and I just noticed the lights aren't aligned. The cereal box that makes it look like Olaf was brutally hacked apart. The blood still haunts me. Behold, the largest refrigerator light in the universe. All bottles move to the left and the right. This space is reserved for lamp. This bridge my university spent half a semester building. The inaccessible reserved wheelchair space. This job application site sorts months by alphabetical order. The positioning of this clock on the tower. When you put mustard in your tea. Oh sweet, this wall has free Wi-Fi. Everyone feel free to roast my roommate who thought oatmeal cookies are just baked oatmeal. So close. The death slide. I thought the store sold mum style clothing. Mum and your style. Get me some of that mouth-watering soap. Mouth-watering fruit chew. Please be aware, chair is broken. Odds are, if they didn't see the chair was missing, they're probably not gonna notice the sign. The sign in a hotel elevator is a little hard to read. This is what it feels like reading as a dyslexic person. The fuel icon on my dash makes it seem like you're always out of fuel. I need a grown-up. What will $5 buy? Shh, come to the meat department and let me show you. Oh, what the hell? I'll give it a try. Not my job award goes to cheating garage wife Sel. All must go like her. This abomination of a couch. No, this is not comfy. Let's start ripping out the balls. Then, well, that sounds... I would start ripping out these balls. So sad about not having any diabetic friends, man. Please complete the following. Do you or someone you care for have diabetes? Yes. No. 1940s. I bet there will be flying cars by 2021. 2021. Pre-cracked egg. I enjoy. This seems like a bad idea. Whoever designed the packaging needs fired. The chocolates don't even fit. These earphones were made with one of the earpieces swapped with the input jack. This pot that only protects your fingertips. Why aren't people buying the damn funnel cakes? Because it looks like poop. Makes sense. Do not enter. Entrance only. If does not belong to you, please do eat. Thank you. Stove is an invisible wall. A peephole in a mostly glass door because why not? This hotel room has a window into the bathroom. Got yelled at by my wife for eating all the cookies until we saw this. This was a bathroom in a house I looked at buying. When life gives you lemons. Lemons, perfect for orange juice. You've already seen Tonk, CR, Plun, Chair. Now get ready for Hus. All this grinding finally paid off. Do you sleep in the bath as well? To stir or not to stir? That is the question. Stir well before use. Do not stir. But you just told me to. Not the smartest decision ever. I would have just walked. I am a graphic designer, and this is the worst logo I've ever seen. Women's Network. This is how my wife decided to unpack her new cable. This underground garage gets jammed too easily. Why did you park your car up there if you knew that would happen? My going away cake from my last day at work at an IT company. Job failed successfully. If you insist, never quit, do your best. Apparently someone cares. Who cares? Donate your old glasses here. What the hell, Don? I was using those. Someone tell Snorkel Lady that it won't work. Please visit Kathy inside to return books. Update, Dropbox is not broken. Kathy is just super lonely and wants to talk to you about her 9 ferrets. Dr. Enderlin, veterinarian/taxidermist. Either way, you get your dog back. Please wait to be seated. Please seat yourself. These stairs where you have to either hug the wall or sprain your ankle. Council order. Are you sure you want to cancel this order? Yes, council. Council. Okay, this is officially the worst roofline I've ever seen. This printer needs to calm the hell down. Jam inside, pull out the D. My stepdad bought me a keyboard and I just noticed that the letters C and V are there twice. Try to count the steps on these stairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7! This fake DuPont lighter that has gas coming out of every possible place. And you're holding it? World's saddest ball pit. My ball pit. Only 25 balls included. For the life of me, I have no idea how the pictures and captions correspond to the acronym. Life, be on time. Be present, be engaged, be curious, not judgmental. Bus shelter at a railway station. Why? Is it for anti-homos? Is that why? I don't know. That's the only reason I could suspect something would be this stupid. Female restroom stalls cut so that when you are walking to check if any stalls are open, you have to look at people's faces as they poop. Keep calm and trust your dentist. Really just spent 2 minutes like, why would you shame someone with tuna? Tuna shamed. My socks from Wish arrived. Spripe, Coca-Cola, pee-pee. I've always been told not to cry after a spray tan. This maze that has no solution. Why is it in blood font? Funclownforkids.com. Trail unsafe when underwater. The person who took this photo was hanging on a tree. I thought it said Oreo at first. Greg, free cuddles. No one's that lonely, right? Right? Average male height. The Netherlands, UK, USA, India, Indonesia. Why have you made them so small? Really? They chose to face these outlets this way. Many grounded power cords and most AC adapters extend downward. I turned in my paper to my professor last night, and this morning I realized I forgot to change the title. How's your day going? My day's okay, thank you. What does it look like me and my friends do for a living? Buy children's trousers? Reply with the worst design / architecture picture you have. Problem solved. That room leads to nowhere. I just deeply hate this house. What house? I don't see it. I have more. This is literally in the house I rent. Stairs to nowhere. Do not exceed 20 children. An assembled snowman for sale. Cheap can look like this. An up upset little patient after a visit to the dentist in 1920. Painless dentist. Liar. Sidewalk ends. For a limited time, only at ShopRite. Introducing free diabetes. Wet paint. Unless it has dried already. He did his best. I will give my child the permission. Nyla. It is my life. John Bovey. There's a lot to unpack here. Mike Wazowski's car. Right and poop. What happens when you die? Come and find out on Sundays at 10 a.m. from May to June. This poster of Chancellor Merkel, where one quarter was simply mirrored. White text on an off-white background. On their flagship store in Times Square. Supreme? No. Supimi. To park in LA, you literally have to solve a damn riddle. I lost the 6th book in the series. After 2 months, I finally found it. Whoever did this, we salute you. To view a soulless, overpriced orange box, call us, erasing history to maximize profit. You have not experienced true fear until a poster falls down in the middle of the night. Instructions. Gray goes to gray, white goes to white. Both plugs are both colors. My parents' bathroom is on a platform next to an angled ceiling, so you hit your head every time. And it has a telephone. Designed for thermal trousers. Looks like he pulled them down and took a dump. This candle melts its own container. Got this cool temporary tattoo. Shark. Ah yes. The Sims, my favorite console. The Mac Pro is a beautiful piece of engineering if you don't plug anything into it. Keyboard for a few bucks. 2 pairs of shifts. A space between 2 space buttons. And a huge tab for caps lock that's actually just a caps indicator. Finding Dory Nightlight. It's supposed to say, what does learning foreign languages say about you? This Coke delivery truck. I cannot tell you how many times I skipped a track when all I wanted to do was turn the volume up. Just why? 7 stars. Bad placement of Dr. Pepper's UK slogan. What's the worst that can happen? This Han Solo keychain is an abomination. This is definitely our favorite sign in the bar. Also, if dudes could stop trying to kiss off female bartenders' hands, that would be great. Why the female cashier is being nice to you. She is uncontrollably attracted to you, because that's literally her job, you cretin. I like science. Yes, no, female. Never follow in the path of idiots. Someone is not having a good day. Custom making these cuts down on the splash factor. We'll need to measure your toilet. Taking orders. There is a wait list. $50 to $75. Cake up here so Fluffy does not sit on. Help, I accidentally swallowed a pet named Steve. Oh god, I have done it again. Things that don't require effort. Being on time, work ethic. Effort, body language, doing extra. Being prepared, attitude. All of this requires effort. Meanwhile, in IKEA. Oh, do I have a treat for you guys today. The bathroom in our hotel in Hvar, where my husband and I got shellfish poisoning in Croatia. At one point, the room service guy totally saw me pooping. Free Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi password is the first digits of the answer. Thank you, ChatGPT. Thank you. Tell me something I don't know. You thought I would never find out that you're using my picture. My sister said she was going hiking. This is in our backyard. I just got a DM from Seth Rogen and it just says fart. Tuesdays are cool. No, you didn't. My first stab at making sushi. Any tips? Why is it pre-packaged if you made it? Please let me change usernames. I thought Larry the Cable Guy fan was a good idea in 2009. No players found. How to get exposed 101. I just published Elon Musk's brain coach reveals the secret source for learning faster. I never used this guy. He gave a talk at SpaceX once. AKC recognizes these dogs as not family friendly. No, we don't. This tweet has a community note. This tweet made a false claim, but it's now been corrected. I bought the product, but it's not working properly. This product isn't available yet. Bro, some random girl came into the men's locker room and asked me for my number while I was recording this. Once in school, I had a fight. It was 6v1 and guess who won? In the fight, my eyes turned blue and when they went back to normal, there were 6 dead bodies on the ground and everyone called me the Reaper. I tried to dye my hair blonde, but this happened. I have prom next week. First PC build, let me know what you think. So you're selling it on eBay or... I love people that lie to your face. Like when you told me you didn't cheat on me. Go away. What an ugly screen interface. I'm glad I'm an Apple user. Yeah, about your statement, Twitter for Android. Half of America is on fire, the other half is frozen. This image speaks volumes. Believe me, it was not my fault. I believe it. When a dog destroys a cushion, they don't use the zipper. Tried to sleep with my wife. Doesn't recommend. I find this highly unlikely as I'm gay, but it made me chuckle. Thanks, Niall. I turned my head because I needed to make sure I would win. I ended up winning, so it's all good. Dude, you didn't win this race. I did. You can literally see me in lane 2 ahead of you by at least 20 yards. My 8-month-old just said her first word, namaste. My main issue with this tweet, Sarah, is that this did not happen. Is not studying for finals and banking on the fact the world is ending in 2 weeks. You are literally 8 feet away from me studying for finals. Still using iPhone 3GS until this day. Your profile picture has a Snapchat filter on it, and the 3GS iOS doesn't support Snapchat, so no, you're not. There is no better way to get in shape than to prepare for a triathlon. I'm that guy, and no, I won't tell you that. Babe, what are you doing? Nothing much. I'm really tired. Just going to sleep now, babe. And you? In the club standing behind you. My girlfriend, by the way. Literally, who the hell are you? New video is up. I smuggled myself on a plane to another city and it worked. In a suitcase. Nice try, Adam, but definitely a few inconsistencies with this video. Namely the fact we have footage of you boarding the plane. Today, this girl asked me to take this picture of her. Convo was flowing and I felt like we hit it off, but I was too shy to get her number. I regret it. Help me find her. Twitter, do your thing. This is a picture of me 4 years ago, sir, and my best friend took this. Yeah, because if someone's asking for a photo, they would like for it to be taken on your phone. Sure. We had several extremely attractive women begging to join us. I told them to get bent. The hot tub is for alpha males. The room was expensive, but the view is A+. The view is amazing. What city is this? It's fake. Zoom in. My 4G on iPhone 11 is good enough. 4G goes up to around 100 megabytes a second. Also, it says you're connected to your Wi-Fi in the top right, you donut. We got out of a felony with rock, paper, scissors. I was almost on that bridge at the same time today. I had a doctor's appointment and decided to visit some friends before the appointment. By the time I could see the bridge, I saw it collapse. At 1 in the morning? Right, people say anything. I told my nephew a watermelon was gonna grow in his stomach because he ate some of the seeds, and I kid you not, he looked me straight in the eyes and said, "No, because there's no sunlight, so you're wrong and college has failed you." He's 7. Just ran into Harry Styles at the Tigers game and he gave me a $100 bill to get him 2 beers. And I took the money and left. I wasn't at the Tigers game. Cool story though. 15 views in 2 billion years. Pack it up, bro. I love sketching EP head portraits. This picture is AI generated. I'm 49 years old and just finished my elementary school education today. What? Time to get a high school diploma. That's crazy because 38 days ago you were 29. A high school dropout living with your parents. If you're going to post lies, at least be consistent. I would like to say this person is a teenager, just bored, like a 14-year-old. Because if a grown adult is doing this, that's concerning. My son John was up there fighting the fire. No, Mum, I was not up there. I was working. Last weekend, I went into an Atlanta coffee shop right after Ryan Reynolds had been there. The staff was still so flustered they got my order wrong. But I'm Canadian, so I drank it. Curious if they got his order wrong too. I don't think they got my order wrong because partly I always order a simple black coffee, but mainly because I wasn't in Atlanta. Fancied a pizza, so instead of spending £40 on Domino's, I paid $19 for return flights to Milan on Cheap Flights Club and £8 for the best pizza I've ever had. My uncle in 1978. What the hell? That's not your uncle from 1978. That's a picture of me from last year that you put a filter on, dude. My 4-year-old just said, "Daddy, why do people make up things that their children have said for social media? Isn't it just inherently dishonest and indicative of an inability to construct a compelling narrative themselves?" Well, that's a lie. Reminiscing on the time someone called me ugly, so I replied with, "Me? Go, you. Let's ask the audience." I put a picture of her on my story with a poll asking if she was ugly, and 80% said yes. Tell me a story about yourself that sounds like a lie, but is absolutely true. In college, I fell out of my bunk bed and broke both of my legs and one arm. Years later on a date, I made a joke about being clumsy and the dude told me I couldn't compare to this woman his EMT brother helped once, who fell out of her bunk and broke all the bones. It was me. My dad sat next to Lil Yachty on the plane last night on the way home from Texas. No, he didn't. I've been at home, boy. One of my homegirls painted this of me. Dang, I am so fine. Be great. Your homegirl must be an expert at filtering. I ordered a decaf at Starbucks once and the whole place practically imploded. Employees were confused. I had to stand off to the side. It took 3 of them 20 minutes before it was finally handed to me. Pardon me for not wanting a caffeine addiction. You're exaggerating so hard right now. Every single Starbucks anywhere has both regular and decaf brewed at all times. Did you actually think anyone was going to believe this? My cousin got married recently, and I think it's safe to say they're pretty photogenic. Your cousin didn't get married recently. This is 2 of my very dear friends, and they got married around 3 or 4 years ago. Stop stealing people's photos for karma. Been there. The tour guide let us swim in the water and you can actually see the wreckage when you go deep enough in. You can't go down by it simply by swimming. You can, I've done it. It was a bit cold but quite nice to see. I was bored so I quickly swam back up after about 10 minutes. I don't think you're referring to the Titanic. Yes, I love lying for no reason too. I have 5 legs. Me seeing a horror movie. Everyone else in the theater. Me. Everyone else in the theater. Why the heck are you laughing? Why are you screaming? This isn't even scary. The girl just got eaten by a shark. I know, it's so fake, isn't it? Oh, I thought it was real. What in the world? They don't kill actors in the process of making movies, duh. I repair phones. A girl came and left her boyfriend's phone for repair. When she went away, I opened the phone and found this inside. Please tell my girlfriend the phone is dead. She wants to check my calls. The money is yours. So you're writing in English but giving rubles. One time I was with my family. I dropped my plate of food and I said, God damn it. Then my mum was like, you can't say that. So I said, fine, Satan bless it. Everyone turned to look at me after I said it. I forgot I was in church. When I found out he cheated on me from his mum, so I bought $30 worth of $1 instant mashed potatoes and sprinkled them in his yard in the night as it rained and watched as his yard became a potato pit. If you ever think you're falling for a small British boy who tells good jokes and has nice hair, stop. It's a trap. You cheated on him. Professional hide and seekers versus highly trained FBI. This is not the original video, and they do not credit it either. The names are not typical names like Mike. They are not professional hide and seekers, and those are just police officers, not the FBI. We all love dessert, but which kind? JJ Watt chose ice cream. Fake news. Who in their right mind would choose plain vanilla ice over brownie? Not me, good sir. Not me. Billionaire mindset. Elon Musk once said, I'm sorry I showed you my pee-pee. Here is $250,000. Please don't tell anyone. I just DM'd Taco Bell about delivering. Let's make it happen. 10k retweets is what it takes. This image is fake, and the promotion does not exist. After a week of hard work, I finally have a six-pack. Skin is off color due to the hard hours I put in daily. It hurts, but it's worth it. Hopefully I can keep it and the color heals up soon. Teach me Photoshop, please. It's not Photoshop, bud. Legit. Was one of the lucky few to be chosen for an early test screening of Spider-Man No Way Home. You guys are not ready for this. As someone who's been to a few of these, specifically for comic book movies, they never let you keep your phone. Even if you did have one, to take it out and take a picture in front of security, everyone signs NDAs. If you openly tweet, they have you on record. My gym trainer said, you already look perfect. Why do you want to waste your money? I, female 17, make $200 an hour at a hedge fund, and my parents don't believe me. Bruh, I showed my parents my bank account that has around 100k at the moment, and they still don't believe me. They be telling me to focus on school. Sure, Red Bull. Do you value your life? Me? No? Red Bull. You're hired. Didn't expect this much likes. You have 10 likes and your comment isn't even edited, bro. He just knew he would get likes. A dog named Bonky from Delhi ran from his house only to poop in front of his owner's ex-girlfriend's house after he heard they are no longer together. Dogs would do this, they just wouldn't understand. They are loyal enough to do this. Many modern things have their origins in the Middle Ages. For instance, just got accepted into Harvard. You in, bro. Look at this cool original post I made. We're closer to 3002 than 2003. Haha, it's 10 a.m. Just got out of bed with leftover makeup on. This guy. For the prettiest girl I'll see today. That's funny, let the thirst begin. If you reverse image search this, the image shows up all over the internet. Scared to death. Someone's trying to break in. Call the police. Someone trying to break in. Ooh, need to update my status. Instead of writing this, calling the police might be a smarter choice. I can't get to the phone. You wrote this via mobile. I stopped listening to you guys back in 2017 when you put on the worst performance I've ever seen. Singer was drunk and out of breath as soon as he started. We haven't played a show since 2013, so I'm not sure what band you saw in 2017. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. shooting pool in 1966. Samuel L. Jackson, who was a freshman at Morehouse College at the time, is in this photo. Okay, I met Dr. King, but not at a pool hall. That's not me. A parking lot in Japan. This was posted 5 years ago as being from Germany. Which country will it be in another 5 years? Every time I wear this hoodie, someone has asked me where I got it and how much they love it. I feel famous when I go out. What, because it says human? My first steps into the Apple Club. What happened to leaving iPhone for a Pixel 4a? My son woke me up out of my sleep crying and said, Mom, I know you're tired of working trying to make it better for me and my sister. I'll go work for you today. This made me cry. He's only one. I pretended to be deaf in the uni library to avoid a questionnaire. One thing led to another and ended up being in bed with the girl that was asking questions. Had to pretend to be deaf the whole night. Silent Riz. Didn't happen, but I wish it did. Today in Starbucks, when I placed my order, I gave the name Spartacus as a joke. When they called my name to pick up my order, I stood up and yelled, I am Spartacus! Everyone turned to look at me. Then an old man sitting in the corner stood up and yelled, No, I am Spartacus! Then one by one, everyone in the Starbucks stood up and yelled, I am Spartacus. Today's gonna be a good day. Down 25 pounds and it only took 2 bottles in 6 weeks. Fake. It's me in the pictures and I lost the weight with diet and exercise. Misleading. These pages continue to steal my photos. John Carpenter would have been 70 years old today. To Rotten Tomatoes. Despite how it appears, I'm actually not dead. Screw cancer. She smiled despite her illness. Like if you think she's beautiful. I don't have cancer, you a-hole. Stop using this image to get likes. Stephanie, I'll report it. Report support the page. And Mike, on the other hand, doesn't know. Beautiful. Just got the opposite of a noise complaint. Dear neighbor, I live next door and I would like to discuss your music. 1. Turn it the hell up. I'm not joking. You play good stuff. 2. Tell me what songs you're playing. I need that for my playlist. 3. I'm not being ironic or anything. I've really enjoyed the music you've played since you've moved in. This guy either likes you, he wants to be your friend, or he hates you and he's being sarcastic. I can't tell. The average family uses up to 1.2 billion meters of plastic food wrap a year. 1.2 billion meters would be approximately 3,287,671 meters per day, 136,000 meters per hour, 2,000 meters per minute. I don't think even massive manufacturing companies use that much. Genuine, no lowball offers. Autographed Kurt Cobain Funko Pop, $800. Autographed by who? Kurt Cobain. Do you have a time machine? He's been dead for 25 years. I don't know, he must have signed it before he died. Do you want to buy it? Funko Pops have been around since 98. He died in 94. The average IQ during adulthood is between 95 to 105. When tested at age 5, I tallied 136. Let that sink in before you have the audacity, the shameless, unadulterated gall to call into question my capacity for knowledge or understanding. I really didn't mean to post this, but good morning. It's like a 5-step process to post a picture on Instagram. What do you mean you didn't mean to post it? I've had Tinder for 20 minutes and I've already gotten 2 unsolicited pictures. I thought you couldn't send photos over Tinder. Definitely can. Okay though, Tinder doesn't support picture messaging, but you can send GIF messages to your matches. My friend was Xbox friends with Ryan, playing one day on live she was listening to AJR. Ryan asked who she was listening to, and she started info dumping. Literally never owned an Xbox. When I was 9, I accidentally farted in class, and I didn't want anyone to notice, so I acted like I was turning into a werewolf and started howling and pissed on the floor, but my teacher called the ambulance and they sent me to a mental hospital. Why did they let you out? You should not be allowed back into the public. Go back. I want to be with you. Come on, I want to be respectful. Oh my god, that's insane. A homeless guy stole my phone last night, sent you that, then gave me my phone back this morning. Crazy. My phone randomly started taking photos of me while I was drinking coffee. You can see the stages of my confusion. How have you been, Farah? Hi, baby. Don't call me that. I didn't. I was talking to my baby cousin and clicked speech to text by accident and hit sent with my elbow while playing with him without realizing. It's a pretty good excuse. 1 star. Ordered a waffle to find a fingernail and a hair on my food. Shocking customer service. Hello, we don't have waffles on the menu. It's not possible that you have experienced this. Breaking. Video game players are urged to play at a reasonable time to avoid putting an extra strain on internet networks during the virus outbreak. Online gaming is the biggest threat to internet bandwidth. No. Video games use around 50 to 75 megabytes an hour. Streaming on Netflix uses 3 gigabytes an hour for HD video. To put that into perspective, Netflix uses more than 30 times the data that video gaming uses. Our teacher made us write poems in class today. She noticed I wasn't writing anything down and asked why. I just smirked and told her she couldn't handle the dark poetry from my twisted mind. Needless to say, she left me alone after that. We ordered a steak from a restaurant and we got a pound of half-frozen meat. I mean, you're getting more for your money. Thinking about that time my ex wanted to go to couples therapy, so I paid my friend to pose as a therapist and she gaslit him the whole time. I asked my 6-year-old if the new student in his class was a boy or girl. Well, mama, remember there's more than just boys and girls. Some people are both and some aren't boy or a girl. But Ezra is a boy. That kid did not say that. We met a bunch of guys from Harvard yesterday and kept pretending like I've never heard of that school just to annoy them. One of them turned red when I said, Harvard? Is that like a local community college? Hey, it's this person. How are you doing? Hey, where do I know you from? We met during the carnival. Yeah, no we didn't. How did you get my number? Or are you just texting random numbers? That's creepy. If you want to get to know people, get yourself a dating app. I attempted to survive 7 days in an abandoned city. Can't believe places like this exist. The city is not abandoned and was locked to the public for shooting the video. Furthermore, the 7 days were not consecutive as some team members suffered medical problems. Least liked reply gets my old gaming PC. This is a fake giveaway meant to boost engagement by encouraging people to comment on the post. No one will win this PC. 10 years ago on this day in 2014, former SNL cast member Jay Farrow was killed in a tragic car accident. This is news to me, kind of insane to post a lie like this though. This took me a month to finish on my computer from pixel to pixel. Looks amazing, awesome song too. Was worth it, great job. This is the background art for Neverwinter. Quit your BS. So Lucy just found this in her candy? Nice. No way. You had one job. They were all meant to be yellow. A lot of empty space in that box. Almost as if a response was planned to be there. Normalize one-upping men. I once went on a date with a guy who said chemistry was his favorite subject in high school because it was too easy for him. I then proceeded to tell him about my thesis on nanoparticles and Raman spectroscopy. He didn't know I was a licensed chemist. My uncle filmed this in London the other day. Moment half-naked skater plunges into freezing water as ice cracks on Amsterdam Canal. My mother told my grandson, if you're bad, Santa will not give you gifts under the tree. My grandson told her, I don't believe in Santa, I believe in God, and through him all things are possible. He is only 3 but knows the word. Can I get an amen? My mother is out here lying on Facebook. My nephew speaks in Power Ranger quotes. He ain't saying none of this. How many likes can I get for being the most awesome person ever? Contrary to popular belief, my head is not up my own butt. Thanks for the likes, but I was hacked. P.S. 77. You were not hacked. You just wanted to see. Got bitten by a rabid dog and then found out I'm immune. Still didn't protect me from lung failure. No such thing as rabies immune. Stop lying for no reason. You're literally making it up. You get bit and you don't get the shots, you die. Me. You don't deserve her. She deserves a nice guy like me. That won't disrespect her at every turn. Him. What are you gonna do? Be her knight in shining armor? I kneeled down and punched the concrete, blood gushing out my knuckles. I showed him my hand and said, this concrete won't break, but your bones will, you piece of poop, Chad. Have I read this before? I think I have. Jerry from Leeds says everywhere he goes, he is mistaken for Justin Bieber, and it's gotten so bad, even his own mother mistook him for the pop star. He said, I can just be walking down the street and young girls start to scream, and I'm like, baby, baby. At a coffee shop and just had this extremely wholesome and nice interaction with the cashier. Them. Name? Me. Trying to save time. Pretty. Permission to flirt? Yeah, this never happened. Hey journalists, I'm not heated and I'm not upset. I tweeted jokes about red hair while eating a taco. Shame the star Cameron Monaghan? Heated. Who cares? Do best undrafted player for each team. That would be a great video. I agree. I hope that video gets made. Are you schizophrenic? Forgot to switch accounts. Why the hell are you replying to yourself? After 15 years, I flew across the US to meet my best friend for the first time. Thanks, Xbox. This is Jason Momoa and Channing Tatum. Hi, I am a virus. Due to poor technology in my country, I am not able to damage your computer. Please be kind enough to smash your computer with a hammer. Yes, no, cancel. Something applause. Sorry, he deleted the comment. I thought that said applesauce, bruh. No, you didn't. I'm pretty sure they did. You're lying. I know they did. With the amount of stuff I misread, they definitely thought that was applesauce. To the a-hole who keeps doing this to my apartment. If I find you, I'm going to kick your butt. 404, apartment not found. Hey, my boyfriend is the Christian Dior. He is a fashion designer and I'm getting my beauty line in progress. I would love to advertise your produce on a YouTube video. I do tutorials and stuff like that. Thank you. I am also a makeup artist, not a brand. Also, Christian Dior died in 1957. I took a break because it took a long time to draw this. Are you sure? Because that looks a lot like concept art for Assassin's Creed Revelations. Why lie when it's in the age of reverse image search? Bruh, damn. Just found out I'm in a committed relationship with some dude who I guess asked me for a picture once, but apparently he has enough money to buy the entire IGN staff lunch every Friday. So it's going great. Thank you all for your love and support. What does this even mean? How every movie is gonna start in 2035 after Disney buys the entire film industry. This movie is based on a true story. Also the movie. Adding ing to the end of a movie title. What is the movie plot now? Jurassic Parking. Teaching dinosaurs how to drive. Making a movie and making an animated movie. 51 movies, 1 Oscar. 1 movie, 1 Oscar. Eminem is the better actor. One of the biggest crimes in the whole movie is Kevin not eating the mac and cheese. 12 minutes into the movie and my boyfriend has already passed out. He's seen it before with his real girlfriend. In this scene of the movie Matrix, actor Keanu Reeves didn't take any help of CGI or any kind of VFX. He literally stopped all the bullets with his own hands. Your Honor, you don't understand. My client had to end those men as part of his 5-movie character arc. Hollywood actors only making $4 million from a film. Me finding a quarter on the ground. Sneakily and quietly escaping prison. Style on all 1,000 guards. Create one of the coolest scenes in movie history and destroy the prison. This is Benji and his favorite movie is Moana. He loves to sing and dance along with the movie. What movie do you want to see the all-female reboot of? 300. With the exact same costumes. Hear me out though. I'm not hearing you out. That's a shark. Actor who died in movie appears in another movie. 7-year-old me. No, it can't be. A real bullet and me at a 3D movie. This is the only way I can explain it. Me, the movie. Subtitles. Honestly, subtitles make the movie so much more enjoyable for me. When the hero is about to fall off a cliff. His friend who disappeared at the beginning of the movie. The most intense movie scene ever. This made me sick to watch as a kid. The Ghost of Tsushima movie could be entirely in Japanese with a Japanese cast. No way, really? Who would have thought? Creepy house from the movie The Conjuring sold for 1.2 million above the asking price. The house is over 300 years old. Canadians think the Titanic was a real event and not just a movie. How dumb can you be? I really hope you're kidding. What is something that's completely normal in movies, but would be weird and even psychotic in real life? When 10 bad guys politely wait their turn to get beaten up by the hero instead of just mobbing him. What is preventing you from moving to New York? Spider-Man isn't real. How do you know? He could be. If someone tells you that you look like an elf, then you should check with them whether they are a fan of Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings. If anything happens to Crypto, I'm gonna become John Wick. Normal people, just watch the movie. Me, trying to see if the actors who just died in the movie are breathing. Sometimes I randomly think about this conversation and start laughing. What movie? Don't worry, darling. I won't worry, just give me the name. In Madagascar the movie, they had to use CGI to animate the animals due to the fact that giraffes don't exist. Wait, which planet are you from? What you see versus what I see? A whole generation traumatized by one movie. People in the movie based on a true story, and the person in the end credits. Drive-in movie theater to reopen after nearly 4 decades. The return of the king of movies. The rise of Skywalker, but it's just lazy writing. Weird, you didn't upload the whole movie. Movie theater be like, I bet you can't drink a massive cup of soda, then hold your piss for an entire Marvel movie, which is like 3 hours long. Literally any movie with a jungle in it exists. The cast. Bonjour. Bullies in real life. Nobody likes you. Movie bullies. Tries to hit the crippled child with their car. So unhinged. Wife unaware that the movie will answer all of her questions if she just pays attention. Villains in kids shows. Villains in action movie, and then villains in horror films. Wait, if you blew an air horn in the ear of those Quiet Place things, not to sound like an annoying, I would survive a horror movie person, but here's how I would win. I have a third movie, and this is my third movie. I want a third movie too. Titanic, the first movie to gross 1 billion. Avatar, 2 billion. Morbius, the first movie to flop twice. Did you know that in the movie Dune, the sandworm is played by Christian Bale? He gained over 350,000 pounds for the role. Thought this was a beautiful goth woman, but turns out it's just Megamind in his Black Mamba platform boots. Moana 2 has now surpassed 717 million at the worldwide box office. Isn't it weird that it's making so much numbers, but you barely hear anyone talking about it? Well, yeah, because they're all 7-year-olds watching. This movie is intended for 18+ viewers. Me, watching the movie alone instead of with 17 other people. Bored Ape Yacht Club is getting its own film trilogy. The Emoji Movie. Perhaps I treated you too harshly. The best joke in the entire movie. You will order the princess to marry me. I will order the princess to... But you're so old. Jafar needs to be locked up. Is this really just Texas? People in Texas eat pickles at movie theaters and had no idea no one else does. People eat movies... Wait, what did I just say? My family watching a movie and me explaining where we've seen each actor before. They really ask me questions like I'm the director. This movie was so bad that Aang has a permanent downvote symbol on his head. If you watch the movie Jaws backwards, it becomes the heartwarming story about a shark who swims around giving arms and legs to disabled people. At this point in our culture, I'm very surprised that there aren't people with nut allergies boycotting the Peanuts movies. Remember when 50 Cent lost all that weight to play a cancer patient and still nobody saw the movie? Michael Fry liked your tweet. Over the Hedge is low-key a top 10 movie of all time. Michael Fry followed you. And Michael Fry is the co-creator writer of Over the Hedge. Everything wrong with Lilo and Stitch. Everyone disliked that. When I say film instead of movie, showing this to a 2012 Marvel fan is the equivalent of giving a medieval child a Cheeto. My most watched movies of the year. How do you watch a movie 406 times in a year? That is 366 days long. I can't even rewatch a movie once. Like I struggle. Define range. William Dafoe. Rat. William Dafoe. Jesus. Why are there no night museums? There are 3 movies explaining what happens at night to the museums. The live action Fortnite movie will reportedly feature 2 doing the deed scenes. 15 tickets to Fortnite movie, please. I take off my shirt in a movie. It's rated R. You do it and it's PG-13. That doesn't seem fair. Lone resident of Nebraska town surprised when census shows population doubled. Now this is a horror movie I would watch. Perry, the donkey who served as the donkey model for Shrek, has passed away at the age of 30. Rest in peace. You are a great actor. The difference between this Clark Kent and Superman is insane. And why are you even comparing Superman to some some random news writer. What a legend. His roles and his Instagram. Hwang Dong-hyuk says money is what convinced him to make Squid Games 2, even though the first series was such a huge global success. Honestly, I didn't make much, so doing the second series will help compensate me for the success of the first one. Very honest and valid answer. I'm at the movie theater, and when the ad stopped playing, they forgot to put the movie on. We're sitting in a pitch black theater, nobody is moving or speaking. Help. I would break the silence by eating some popcorn, having a drink. I just play myself in every movie starter pack. Where's Johnny Sins? The cost of the movie The Martian, 108 million. Cost of Indian Mars mission, 73 million. We're spending more on movies than going to space. Warner Bros. Is selling 10 fully functional but not street legal Tumbler Batmobiles from Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight films. Each is priced at 3 million. 3 mil is a small price to pay to become the literal Batman. Adam Sandler movie wife starter pack. Him, his wife/girlfriend, and Matt Damon movie wife starter pack. Dead. In the movie Shazam, we can see that the movie bears a striking resemblance to the movie Pet Sematary. This is a subtle nod to the fact that I entered the wrong theater. You watch a 2-hour movie. I watch a 5-hour review of why the movie sucks. We are not the same. If you were offered 1 million to watch the same movie for 24 hours straight, which movie do you choose? This is going to be easy. Interstellar. A lot of movie theaters had cry rooms you could take your children to if they were becoming disruptive. This way you could still enjoy the movie while not disturbing other moviegoers. When you're watching a movie with your family and a sexual scene comes on. Yo, hey look at you, ground. Y'all remember this movie? What the hell was this? I don't know, but I found it so funny. I just hope the Spider-Man movie lives up to expectations. The expectations. I would survive a horror movie. The murderer shows up to my house and I'm just like, sir, your vibes are disgusting. Vibe check. Boom. Disney. We want to do a movie about a vegetable family. Pixar. Develops Onion Mum. Scientists in a movie explaining how a wormhole works starter pack. I think I ordered the wrong Godzilla vs. Kong movie. Pick a movie, keep one actor. The rest are played by Muppets. Star Wars is way ahead of you. Hakuna Matata. Whoa, I was having an out-of-movie experience. Disney cartoon movie villain. They got away? Find them. Girls, I went through a whole box of tissues watching that movie. Guys, I went through a whole box of tissues watching that movie. Is it true that this is the first line of the movie? My name is Doug Avatar, and I'm back to do more avataring. Every teen movie. I'm seeing 2 women and exploring my options. I'm the bad guy. I'm seeing 2 guys and exploring my options. I'm the protagonist. Well, it's whoever the main character is. Not really because they're a woman. Why is every author a #1 best-selling author? Why is every toothpaste the #1 recommended toothpaste? Why do my parents hate me? Why is every movie the #1 movie in America? Me, after rewatching a childhood favorite movie and realizing how bad the CGI visual effects were. Just a reminder that John Cena's first serious film role was as Fred's dad from Fred, the movie. Okay, but seriously, what was your first reaction when you saw this? I wish I was on that ship instead of watching this movie. Yeah, this meme for some reason cropped out what she's doing. She's destroying a ship. Hear me out. Sure. I would love to see a movie with Waluigi and Wario. Show me the first MCU movie. I said the first MCU movie. Perfection. Movie studio. Okay, so we got this cool female space marine soldier bounty hunter. Movie barber. Say no more. When you realize the first Shrek movie came out 19 years ago. 19? Godzilla at the end of the movie after teaming up with Kong to defeat the real villain. Millions of books that can be made into movies. Remake of every movie from the past 20 years. I Photoshop Paddington into a movie, game, or TV show until I forget. Day 597. The universe decided to punish humanity. Release of Cats movie, things going bad. It's okay to put the movie theater butter on your hot dog. They can't stop you, experts say. 6-year-old me. OMG, T-Rex with funny hat. Adult me. This movie is very heartwarming and charming. I loved Meet the Robinsons. Turns out a major component every zombie movie was missing was a large contingent of people just straight up refusing to admit that a zombie apocalypse was happening. Movie spoilers. Peter Park's aunt dies in No Way Home. No, why? Car spoilers. Adam Sandler films a movie in Egypt. Where's his hot wife? Interstellar might be one of the best sci-fi movies ever made, but the core concept of the movie is love. The movie isn't about saving the world or being a hero, but a dad who promised his daughter he's coming back and to stay. Well, yeah, it's like love can go through space and nothing is stronger than love, basically. Every disaster movie begins with a scientist being ignored. They are not supposed to be hooping, are they? I'm watching the wrong movie. movie. Disney Pixar movie starter pack. Overprotective parents. Stupid rule that main character needs to break. Funny and crazy family. Cute pet. Perfect for toy sales but useless to the plotline. One scene that stabs your heart. David Hasselhoff and stunt double Alex Daniels play on an oversized animatronic. David Hasselhoff for the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. If I'm David Hasselhoff and you're David Hasselhoff, then who's piloting the David Hasselhoff? Oh, you think your life is hard? Try being a gay rat living in France who hates your dad and just wants to cook. Why did this post make me realize there are no female rats in this movie? Actually, there is. She has one line at the end where she says, "How do you know?" Toy Story 5, Shrek 5, Despicable Me 5, Ice Age Collision Course. Screw Bruce, I'm out of this thing. Bruce, help me. I'm at the warehouse and I think the Joker has a crowbar. Please respond. Dark humor guy, civilian, veteran. Some people don't just understand dark humor. Others revel in it. New poster for Snow White. I swear this movie has come out every 6 months for the last 4 years. 2051. Archaeologists believe they are now able to accurately reconstruct how hard Creed hits. Pretty hard. Game of Thrones Natalie Dormer. Men are as objectified as women on TV. True. Definitely can be. Why does Netflix do this to us? Such a tease. I autofilled the movie name you were searching for. That must mean you have the movie, right? Right? This movie is crazy. Wait, Goku was in it? I didn't see him. It sounds like a joke tweet, but I am genuinely baffled by people who can tell the difference between a good movie and a bad movie. 90% of the time I watch a movie and think, I had fun watching a movie. Everyone is so wrapped with Die Hard being a Christmas movie that no one remembers Spider-Man is a Thanksgiving movie. Pixar have begun writing the script for Incredibles 3. The kids better grow up, I swear. Florence Purr, please stop suffering on screen, I can't take it. This woman is allergic to happy rolls, I'm sick of this. The Batman 2 will likely take place in winter. The shot of Batterson covered in snow is going to hit so hard. Hey look, it's a toy that's from a movie. That's from a toy that's from a movie. An R-rated Star Wars Hoth horror movie? Doctor Strange director wants to make one. This would be so cool. Me watching a horror movie. Animal gets euthanized. Person gets decapitated with a chainsaw. Y'all remember this movie? When you're showing someone a movie you like, and they get up to use the bathroom, so you just pause it, and they say, just let it play. Movie critics, when having to endure a fun and family-friendly movie. When I said 2020 was gonna be a movie, I did not mean a DC movie. Studio Ghibli Vice President Junichi Nishioka says, The Boy and the Heron will no longer be a Hayao Miyazaki final film. 5 hours into retirement, he once again realizes if he isn't working on a movie, he may be forced to communicate with his son. Here I go. Flame on. Wrong movie. How they downgrade Loki's costume in each movie. Jared Leto. Want to see me star in the worst comic book movie ever? Want to see me do it again? FNAF movie fit for tomorrow. The least successful Harry Potter movie earned about 90 million more than the most successful Twilight movie. One ticket for the Fortnite movie, please. The movie they're making, Predator prequel movie, Prey, will be set in the Great Plains in 1719. The movie I'd rather see. Pocahontas versus the Predator. How to watch every Spider-Man movie in order. Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, 3. Thanks. This movie was such a fever. I don't think I've watched this. The Southern Lawyer in a Movie starter pack. The most underrated movie of our childhood. Yes, a Pinocchio movie did release last year, and it received 2 Oscar nominations. They're just making up stuff now. Not a single soul knew about this movie. No way! They put Paul Blart in the Rainforest Cafe movie. Mom, why did you pause the movie? Me? Because I saw the meme. Wow, you're short to like especially gold today. My mom uses color safe bleach. Go Carol. I'll tell her. Battlefront turns into a movie scene. The hell. Amber Heard's new movie flops. Makes less than 50k globally. Justice! Inventor of musicals. What if we ruined a movie every 15 minutes? I want a mind-scrolling movie that will make me think about it for days. No, not Morbius. Squid Game 2. Hard mode. Chris Pratt, go away. No, now is not the time. The Lego movie did the coffin dance in 2014. Palpatine be like, God, this movie sucks. Mortal Kombat fan annoyed that RoboCop isn't in the movie. Charlie Chaplin, while directing his movie City Lights, made actress Virginia Cherrill redo a scene where she says, flower sir, 342 times. The movie was a silent film. Jon Favreau decides to make a Christmas movie, becomes instant classic, decides to make a comic book movie, launches the MCU, decides to make a Star Wars series, saves the Star Wars franchise. Everyone will forget that you're Spider-Man. Who the hell is this guy? I came to a Spider-Man movie and it's just some nerd in a coffee shop? Boo! What movie is this? What I imagined when I heard Jim Carrey is in the new Sonic movie. This is going to be the first movie ever to sell 1 trillion tickets. The Truman Show director Peter Weir originally wanted to install cameras in movie theaters and, at some point, cut to the actual audience who are watching the movie. Fun fact, in the original Predator movie from 1987, the film crew used a real thermal camera camera to film the scenes with heat vision. Explain a movie plot badly. Disabled bald man forces foster children to fight his political opponents. I think we can all agree that Tangled 2010, very definition of a comfort movie. You think you can kill me? The writers bring me back every movie. Think Prime, think. It's my birthday today and I got a happy birthday. Here's the entire Shrek movie. The 4 horsemen of pausing the movie and explaining pointless facts to some poor new viewer. I think I just found the perfect place to watch the world end. It's an abandoned outdoor movie theater in the middle of the Sinai Desert, Egypt. It seats 700 and never made it to its first movie premiere in the late 1990s. Every horse movie ever. People don't think this horse can go fast, but it do. It go real fast. Gas is now officially more expensive than the movie I Am Legend imagined it would be during the apocalypse. If she does not stop him this movie, I'm gonna have to step in. Hey, do you want to watch a movie sometime? I bought new white leather sofa. A few weeks later. This movie is so sad. I know, right? Worst movie I've watched. I was gonna punch my dad in the face for taking me to it. iPhone photos will make a little movie of the saddest month of your life without permission. The prophecy is becoming true. In Black Widow 2021, a BMW is shown to have functioning turn signals. This is to show that the movie is fictional and not based on a true story. While completely accurate to the comic, I still feel an indescribable emotion the first time movie Tintin was out a photorealistic handgun. 2 people in California after Mercedes-Benz with 007 movie device that can flip the vehicle's license plate with the push of a button. Kind of like when, it's like in the movie when he, take your time. You go see Dune, the movie about sand. The movie about sand? Tom Holland's Spider-Man first movie. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man first movie. Thank you, Sony. Very cool. We need to appreciate Sony for changing the entire Sonic movie just because we didn't like it. It's Paramount, you absolute lemon. The actor who played RoboCop is now an art historian, and he's returning to Detroit with a new mission. Renaissance art. Movie pitch. This exact headline without the first 4 words. Places where reality seems altered. Schools at night. Empty beaches early in the morning. Traffic lights when there are no cars around late at night. Leaving the movie theater late. Ed Ansner, known for voicing Carl Fredricksen in the movie Up, has sadly passed away at the age of 91. Getting a lot of Dark Souls vibes from this movie. It's from 2001 and it's called Shrek. Pretty good. Was Miyazaki inspired by this perchance? Who isn't inspired by Shrek? We all are. This is the sickest burn that has ever been said, or ever will be said. Everyone else go home. I weep for your offspring and pray I'm retired by the time they reach high school. The unbeatable squirrel girl. Honestly, Tony, you think I put unbeatable in my name for nothing? Doreen, I work with a guy named Ghost Rider. He's never ridden a single ghost. I don't take anything for granted. The fact that Netflix deleted Always Sunny, Futurama, and American Dad, but spent $100 million to keep Friends makes me irrationally angry. Better Call Saul main story. Blah blah. Average Mike side plot. Today is World Pilots Day. Only 5.4% of pilots are female. Hi, I'm one of those 5.4%. Thinking about my anorexia recovery. This woman was showing her dog the weather report to show him that it's not raining tomorrow. 60 years later, my great-grandmother tried on her wedding dress and it still fits perfectly. This firefighter was asked why he laughed while saving this old woman. He said that the elderly woman said to him, "You reminded me of my wedding night." Toddler dressed up as her grandmother for Halloween. Submitted photos of flooding around campus today. Stay safe out there. I would like to thank the 3 queens in the second picture on the top, who pushed my 72-year-old dad to safety while frat bros giggled from the curb. Started a business with only $50, quit my awful job and made almost 10K in not even a month. I'm so grateful. In 2005, this man proposed to his girlfriend by sending her a letter in Animal Crossing. 15 years later, their whole family plays the new game together. She was embarrassed to wear her princess costume to the movies. Her uncle didn't like that. He is 97, she is 94. Together, they celebrate 76 years of marriage. One of the perks of working in a bat sanctuary is that you can wear a necklace of sleeping baby bats. Margaret Hamilton standing next to the piles of code she wrote that took the first humans to the moon. My boyfriend made me a 3-course meal for our 3rd anniversary. Women being loved is my favorite genre. 43-year-old used her life savings to open a bar that only plays women's sports. She has made almost $1 million in 8 months. Damn, I might need to do this. Screw it. Spotify themed resume for my dream PM job at Spotify. Hell yeah, I'm officially joining Spotify as a PM intern this summer. My granddad built a decked area in the garden for my grandma, who's not well, to enjoy when the weather is nice, and I've never known a person to love someone as much as he loves her. Villains at a Comic-Con pulled together to give little Wonder Woman a photo. This morning I had a seizure outdoors and fell down. One of the raccoons that live in my yard ran over and started nudging me until I sat up. She was whimpering. I let her know that I was okay, and she left after I made it inside the house. Animals are so kind. Met some girls online and decided to get a house with them. A woman named Joyce Diane became famous in the 1950s for becoming the first woman to win the game show The $64,000 Question, despite the fact that the show's producers did not want her to win and deliberately gave her questions perceived to be beyond her ability, which she answered correctly anyway. You may have outsmarted me, but I outsmarted your outsmarting. Woman finds out blood donor who saved her life 11 years ago turned out to be her husband. We just found out my husband will have to be on oxygen for the rest of his life because of how much I take his breath away. Can I post a W? I got out of my abusive home 3 weeks ago at 23, studying medicine and tackling jobs at the same time. This is my humble new Rimmel set. Tried to make it as me as possible. I wish lesbians were as easy to find in real life as they are on Tumblr. 11,000 likes? Are you kidding me? Where did you all come from? Date me. Okay. Update. We are dating. Update. We are married. All through Tumblr. My granny is 86 and graduating from school again. Put some respect on that masters. Thank you for teaching me how to always be a student, Granny. Mum shares picture of her son's first day of starting school when he says I can't be wearing a bikini, but my dad rented a whole island so that my hijabi mum can swim in a bikini. Your favorite tattoo on your body? One day I was having a rough morning and scrambling, so I wasn't able to pack my lunch. I came into the kitchen and my son had packed my lunch. I got to work and saw he wrote me a note for the day saying, I love you, mum. I cried for 5 minutes, had to get it tattooed. Definitely my favorite. Day 8 of quarantine. I made my first 3D gun. I'm really a 20-year-old full-time mother and business owner. This might be the best wedding photo ever. Put them down. FaceTiming my cookies to see when they're ready. Woman adopts elderly dog from shelter and finds out it's actually her long-lost childhood puppy. Normalize women proposing. A woman spent 27 years photographing her parents waving goodbye. My family threw a 21+ Easter egg hunt, and here is my grandma finding one of the eggs with tequila. Before and after. A group of women called the 9 Nans kept a secret for decades that not even their husbands knew. For 30 years, they met at 4 AM and anonymously paid bills and bought clothes for people in need. Each care package came with a homemade cake and a note that read, somebody loves you. Different cultures coming together at the Olympics in women's beach volleyball. Spain versus Egypt. Handed in my 2-week notice today. After 8 years of flipping burgers, I'm finally going to be a teacher. In London, there's a woman who goes every day on the underground and sits on the platform just to listen to the announcement recorded by her husband in 1950. Giulia Tofana was an Italian professional poisoner. She was famous for selling poison to women who wanted to murder their abusive husbands. Some dude is trying to mansplain Miles Morales to me on a dating app, and it's taking all my self-control to not tell him I write for Marvel. Pufferfish will spend an entire week making a sand mural to impress the girl they want. Never settle. 6 years ago, I got fired from modeling for having a size 6 pant. Joke's on you, I fit in 10s now and can lift your audacity. I came out to my parents 2 years ago. This is my family at my college graduation 3 days ago. It really does get better. What? Like it's hard? Your girl is graduating from law school in 2 days. The reason why I grow my own food, medicine, and herbs. My garden is my wealth. The harvest from summer is still feeding me through winter. So, do you do a different color every day? No, I used to go through different stages, but then I found out I was happiest when I was green. So I've been green for 15 years. Blanket I made for my dad, loosely based on this Rothko. Happily married to my 5'5" king for 8 years, while you're getting ghosted by 6'2" alcoholics with 7th grade reading levels. But go off about how you only date tall men, I guess. Made matching rose quartz rings for my grandma and I, and she loves it. Why yes, I still sleep with the quilt my mum made for me when I was 2. I like the teddy bears and the floral patterns on it, and most of all the love and care she put into it for me. I love my mum. She said the JoJo series was her reason that she aimed to become a voice actor, and now she gets to play the lead character in part 6. She was in tears because her dream she had for 12 years was finally realized. I'm so happy for her. This man was harassing me and my friend, and the bartender passed this note to me, acting like it was my receipt. Legit the type of bartender everyone needs. If this guy is bothering you, put your, something on your other shoulder, and I will have him removed. He is giving me the creeps. This woman was so nervous about flying, so the flight attendant explained every sound and bump, and even sat here holding her hand when it got to be too much for her. Woman with Down syndrome, rejected at every job interview, turned her baking hobby into a successful business. She now employs other people with disabilities abilities. My 10-year-old daughter knows I love baby elephant. This morning I opened the gift she made me. My daughter said, "I don't have money, but I know what you like." I cried so much. My goal this year was to become a 6-figure author. 7 years ago, I made a death video and deleted it to give myself a second chance at life. On Wednesday, I graduated with a degree in psychology, and on Monday, I began working as a therapist for special needs children to help them recognize and understand mental health. This is my wife's favorite pair of heels. She has held onto them for years, even though they're too tight for her right now. Her feet grew slightly during her pregnancy. As a surprise for our anniversary in 3 weeks, I bought some shoe stretchers and I've been carefully expanding them. I can't wait to show her. Aluli Crevelo says the success of Moana helped her buy a house for her mum. We lived in a 1-bedroom apartment when I was cast. I slept in the bedroom. My mum slept on the couch. She gave me everything. I bought my mummy a house. She's happily retired. I made so many tiny clay frogs. How it started and how it's going. Am I crazy, or did I find your lost ID a few years ago? And a few years ago they had an email from someone talking about lost phone and ID. And now they're dating. Tomorrow I'm opening my first grocery store in a Title I school. I doubt I'll sleep tonight. Imagine a parent between checks who can order dinner and breakfast for their family through our app and their child can bring it home. I'm changing lives, man. No one does it like me. Just wait. Just a first-gen undocumented Mexican woman graduating from a top university. And she got into a law school. My friend's playing Santa, anonymously picking up everyone's bill at the bar. 21 years ago, my mother gave birth to me while she was escaping from a civil war. I spent the first 7 years of my life in a refugee camp. My parents sacrificed so much for their kids. They moved to the USA with $0. Today, I became the first person to graduate college in my family. I was kind of bored, so I built a smart mirror. When I'm bored, I play games, not build stuff. Ryan Gosling starting I'm Just Ken in the audience behind Margaret Robbie, who cannot stop laughing. Genius. I hope the Kenergy never leaves Ryan. Sabrina Carpenter in her commercial for Red Ken. I'm Sabrina Carpenter, and I know a thing or two about a great bang. She's so unserious. This lady just picked her husband up from the airport, kissed him, and immediately went to the passenger seat. My aunt tells me how she gets rid of really long phone conversations. She rings her own doorbell and then tells the person on the line that she has to run. Genius. Until you realize every time you're talking to the aunt, her doorbell always goes off. Just saw this girl and her dog at the mall today. Seems like their normal protocol. I saw another mum share how once they had kids, they started celebrating their family birthday on their wedding anniversary. We did it this year and my kids are totally bought in. Happy 12th birthday to our family. My 5-year-old daughter loves to text my dad, her papa, Jim, Adeline, Boloke. Adeline, love you, papa. I miss you, papa. No. What? I miss you too. Male reindeer lose their antlers in winter, and females don't. Therefore, Santa's sleigh is actually pulled by a team of strong, powerful, underrated women. You go, girls. This woman eats for 3 hours online and earns $9,000 a month. Me, who eats 24/7. Where money? While watching a movie with my boyfriend's family, I fell asleep. In the silence of the film, I passed gas so loudly it woke me up, and everyone heard it. That young man claimed the fart as his own. That's when I knew he loved me. I married him. Today we celebrate 15 years together. There was once a very great American surgeon named Halstead. He was married to a nurse. He loved her immeasurably. One day Halstead noticed that his wife's hands were chapped and red when she came back from surgery, and so he invented rubber gloves for her. It is one of the great love stories in medicine. The difference between inspired medicine and uninspired medicine is love. When I met Anna, I knew I loved her to the point of invention. I'm tanning and my boyfriend just bought me this. Oh, that's love. It's only fair. How big are your bobs? You go first. I am now a published author at 83. Not too long ago, I couldn't even send an email. Very proud of myself. Since he thinks I was born yesterday, 444 months ago. My win is that I just got out of bed today. Just wanted to share. A woman flipped me off and honked at me in the McDonald's drive-thru because I was taking too long to order. So I paid for her food. When I got to the food window, I showed them both receipts and took her food. Not today, Satan. She sings horribly. I love it. My fiance can't sing. Not a single note hit. Couldn't carry a tune if it had handles. I've never told her this and I never will. Singing makes her happy. Seeing her happy makes wretched days a little brighter. Sea shanties, anime intros, etc. Anything she wants to sing, I'll happily listen to. My boyfriend has been putting back money every month and saved up $5,000 to purchase a new vehicle tomorrow. What he doesn't know is he has 10,000. I've been secretly matching every dollar he's saved. He truly deserves it. I just found out my grandfather always goes to bed 10 minutes earlier to preheat my grandmother's spot in bed. After 10 minutes, my grandmother crawls into bed and he switches places with her. If this isn't love, I don't know what is. Just witnessed a girl spot her friend in the grocery store, and instead of calling her over, she started making turkey noises. And her friend, who apparently recognized her call, responded with higher pitched turkey noises before she even saw her, and they used turkey echolocation to find each other. Friendship between girls is a beautiful thing. These were grown women in their late 30s, early 40s. Never let aging make you lose your whimsy or your turkey calls. Just found out pickles are cucumbers. I can't breathe. This is how I felt when I figured out raisins. What about raisins? When her husband was killed, Maria sold her possessions and paid for a tank to be built. She insisted on driving it herself and fighting those people who did that to her husband. She trained and fought for the Soviets in several tank battles. As a particularly brave soldier, she was made a sergeant and awarded the highest medal for bravery during combat. I didn't pass the bar exam. I missed it by 7 points. I've been taking it hard. I'm writing this post to rip the bandage off, but also because I don't want to be the type of person that only shares her victories. Clears throat. To the family, I passed the bar. Olympic silver medalist and Italian gymnast Georgia Villa is sponsored by Parmesan cheese and takes many of her photos while posing with large wheels of cheese. In 2016, a Domino's pizza employee in Oregon noticed that a regular customer, who ordered almost every day for years, suddenly stopped. Concerned, the employee asked for a welfare check. Police found the man in distress, having suffered a medical emergency, and she saved his life. Back in 2013, J. Cole promised a fan, who was in school at the time, that he would attend her college graduation. Cole kept his word and was there for her graduation at Rowan University. I read your letter twice now. You are so strong. I admire you. I will be at your graduation, only if you get into a 4-year university. Go. 10 activities you can do instead of drinking alcohol. My dad's secretary told my sisters and me that one time the whole office was out having drinks and going around complaining about their wives. And when it got time for my dad to say something, he said, I don't know, I love my wife. She's my best friend. My grandpa has Alzheimer's, so he has no idea who my grandma is, but every day for the last 3 or 4 months, he brings her in flowers from their garden and asks her to run away with him and be his wife. And every day she says she already is. And every day the smile my grandpa gets on his face is the most beautiful, heartfelt thing I have ever seen. It would have never been possible to go back and remake my previous work, uncovering lost art and forgotten gems along the way, if you hadn't emboldened me. Bread is about to be mine again, but it's always been ours. Her daughter also has 2 Olympic gold medals, so the W's run in the family. Priceless US team's reaction to Chinese winning pose. Megan won a Grammy, graduated from college, and received the 18th Congressional District Humanitarian Award all in 1 year. For the first time in history, female artists won an award for every televised category at the Grammys. My sister got me this ridiculous kitchen sponge holder. W sister. Got an app that opens my front camera every time I open TikTok. And it's so violent. Attempts to open TikTok within 24 hours. 2. I just realized I have less than 5 years to get on a 30 under 30 list, and I've suddenly become very stressed about it. We did it, babe. Just under the wire. Loving all the beautiful macaron posts on here. Shout out to all the talented bakers. Hi guys, I got into grad school at my dream college that rejected me for undergrad. I'm at work and I'm trying very hard not to scream. My son loves Google Earth and he sends me postcards whenever he's flying around on it. Postcard from Google Earth. About once a month, my grandma will randomly text me, but whenever she tells me she loves me, she does it in all caps. Love you, God bless you. Today I learned my mum keeps the Seattle Times app on her phone so that she gets notifications about the weather in Seattle and knows what kind of day I'm having. Mama, you watch now. Fat frog having spaghetti. Good morning, mum. Let's get this bread. Please send picture of the bread you want. I will see if Walmart carries it. Love you. I don't know why my grandma's locked Facebook account profile picture is the Pooh character, but I love it. Pick your partners wisely. My brother passed 3 years ago. His girlfriend at the time still calls my mum every day. Doesn't miss anything my family celebrates. Always there whenever anyone needs her. She's literally still honoring him as if he's alive, and that's so rare. If I birthed 6 kids, I'm gonna get 6 kids out. Supermom Emma Schools saved all 6 of her kids from the burning home, running room to room, floor to floor. Even though she was bleeding and losing skin, hair burnt like a coal. soul, she kept going. Emma got 93% burn injuries, yet still survived. Look at what I got you. Cool, but what is it? It's something girls usually wear when they do girl things. Awesome. 17-year-old Daisia Taylor just invented a potentially life-saving device. Surgical sutures that change color when the patient develops an infection. Two absolute girlies came into the bar the other night and left this review for me. I loved them and hope they are having a wonderful Saturday. Claire, I love you. Claire made this entire place. Service and drinks 10 out of 10. Claire, it's me, Ashley. I forgot to close my tab, I'm sorry. I'm drunk in the Uber, I miss you. Love you. You made my night, I'm gonna cry. Love is in the air. Congrats to Ohio graduate students, Morgan and Abby, on their recent engagement. I proposed on Easter Sunday, and in a moment of serendipity, an OU photographer happened to be around taking pictures of the cherry blossoms. Boys will be fighting each other over a girl that looks like this. Like this tweet if you would fight over me. The Gulabi Gang is a gang of women in India who track down and beat abusive husbands with brooms. Yes, we fight arists with sticks. If we find the culprit, we will thrash him black and blue so he dare not attempt to do wrong to any girl or woman again, says the group's founder and head. Sister-in-law had her driving test today. There are 3 possible spots they used to test reversing round a corner, and one of them she couldn't master. So, stepdad Ken went and parked his car there so the examiner had to pick one of the other 2. Anyway, she passed. Today my 15-year-old shared that he's been giving half of his lunch to a classmate for the last few days. He asked his friend directly if he needed help with lunch. My son said to me, I told him, bro, my mom is very cool and she won't mind making an extra lunch for a friend who needs it. And honestly, this is the best compliment my child can give me because he's absolutely right. My daughter made my wife and I cry today. We snuck a peek at her letter to Santa, looking for hints for gifts, and were dumbfounded by what she asked for. Ah, this is sweet. She wanted to make mama's job nice, dad's book famous, and then she wanted a Jellycat Christmas frog. A few days ago, my neighbor, artist of 50 years, and I were casually chatting. Then as she's leaving, she says, hey, I've got a painting at this art show opening on Friday. Maybe you want to come? I enthusiastically agree, and she adds, if you want, you can wear your yellow dress. I think the dress is sort of weird, but she's funny that way, and I say, well, it's dirty, if I can wash it in time. Then I turn up and everyone looks and smiles and murmurs, and she takes me to her painting, and she painted me standing in her garden. The exhibit theme, Seeing Ithaca. I really hope I'm saying that name right. Needless to say, I'm so incredibly moved and so grateful for the wonderful community of kind, strange friends I've made in this town. When girls like horses, we call them horse girls and mock them for their bond with giant nightmare leg finger creatures. But if boys like horses, we call them future cowboys and rugged outdoor men. I'm just saying, I've met a lot more horse girls than horse boys. So when the dystopic breakdown of society hits us, it's not going to be roving bands of young men on horseback. They don't know how to ride, they haven't bonded. It will be Kelly from elementary school and her band of 50 Midwest girls in pink cowgirl boots who have come for your resources. Want to know a fun fact? When they were filming Lord of the Rings, they needed a lot of extras to be able to ride the horses into battle. They couldn't find nearly enough men with horse riding skills, so they hired like a bunch of women who were expert riders, slapped some beards on them and called it good. The vast majority of the riders in that film are horse girls. Horse girls win battles. I will never ever get over this. Dear Mr. Fasano, my mother is 92 years young and living with dementia, which makes communication challenging. I brought your books of poetry prompts to her yesterday, and she was very excited to use one to write a poem. We worked slowly through the prompt, and she said the words to me out loud. Here is it below. She was a ballet dancer in her youth, which explains some of her word choices. Let the days be warm, let the fall be long. Let every child inside me find her shoes, and dance wildly, softly, toward this world. I have a story I have never told. Once when I was small, I looked up at the sky and saw the wind, and knew I was a dancer made of song. I am still a dancer made of song. There's no such thing as a perfect name for a firefight. Lieutenant Les McBurney. Man with bizarre name arrested. Beezo doo-doo zop bibbidi bop bop bop. The perfect name and age does not exist. He's called Ben and he's 10. Just got punched in the face for being named Mark. That's gotta leave a... You think that's cringe? Italian mums wait 9 months just to end up naming their kid Giuseppe. Giuseppe saw this. Screw you. Imagine the trouble she has to try and introduce herself in France. Gemma Pell. Man legally changes name to Big Peepee so that these guys will keep my name out of their mouth. He took a selfie with a security camera. The energy surrounding this man is mythically powerful. Truly, he is the one we must fear. There is someone out in the world with the name Cash Money. I found him. Cash Money, Blake's brother. He looked like a winner until the crowd started to chant his name. Kim You-sak, Kim You-sak. They always spell my name wrong. Jeff with a G. They should have called the police when you ordered water with whipped cream. Yeah, that is a weird order. Way weirder than how that name is spelled. Who the hell are any of these people? Shahala Shaksa, Shinkawa. And who the hell are you? I just tried to say your name out loud and my furniture started floating. Mum furious after airline's gate agent mocks her daughter's ABCDE. Unfortunately, this happened to me and my son, 1234, pronounced 123. I'm in your shoe. Well, this guy's checking and I don't think you are in his shoe. Why is baked pronounced as baked, but naked isn't pronounced as naked? Because as someone said, English is not a language. It's 3 languages wearing a trench coat pretending to be one. Pretty bold of you to say that since you got named after the sound a plunger makes. Achoo. Bless you. I'm in your butt. Get the hell out. Your name sounds like what a deaf lumberjack would shout. Kemba! Thanks, a-hole. So this person called Samsung is working at Apple. Why? Work at Samsung. I said my name was Mark with a C. Kark. 13 children were named Thanos in 2018. This is without a doubt the best thing that's ever happened to me. Offensive language discovered in the last name field. Wiener. I get this a lot, surprisingly. Detective charged Nick, 15, and Doo-Doo Bug, 14, with attempted murder. Damn, I'd hurt people too if I was named Doo-Doo Bug. First name, Michelle. Cannot contain bad word. Hell. Are you joking me? The last thing you ate is what you have to name him. Doritos. Tooth fragment by mistake. Emergency cheese. Twins name suggestion. Kate in duplicate. P girls names. Girls names starting with P. Paige, Paula, Patricia, Pakistan International Airlines. You always think you're special until you have to pick a username. I usually base mine off of a traumatic childhood memory. Not the belt. I'd really like to hear the reasoning behind women who won't take their husband's last name. Because my name is Best. Emily Best. 50 Cent full name. 50th century. Write your name in reverse. It's your demon name. Indian dudes named Raj Jha. The baby hospital messed up my baby's name. We just got the birth certificate and it's Corn. My baby's name is legally Corn. The name is supposed to be Cora. Alexa, play Lonely by Akon. Imagine doing the deed and you have to moan the name William. Lloyd. Imagine moaning Owen. This guy's called Lloyd Owen Robert William. Well, that sucks. Jessica Biel will not name her child Batmobile. Aw, but it works so well. How about we get married? I'm under your bed. What are you even doing under my bed? Homie's last name is a Bitcoin address. When his name starts with a J and rhymes with one of the 50 states. You leave my boy Massachusetts alone. He didn't hurt anyone. My mum was too embarrassed to tell the vet our tortoise was called Voldemort, so she just said his name was Susan. 1 moon pie, great. 2, even better. 50, wow, loving this. 100 seems a lot, but okay. 666. Uh-oh, 667. Whew. Alright, keep them coming. Nobody likes moon pies. Yes, they do. Oh, so sales are booming? Yep, they should call you Moon Pie because nobody likes you. They should call you Kayla because that's how it's supposed to be spelled. Another bad childhood star turned bad. Harry Potter, 52. Drug possession. Ravioli would be such a beautiful name for a baby boy. You could call him Ravi for short. The final boss on LinkedIn. Chad Champion. Technical score advisors. We've got Stuart Michael, we've got Dave Holden, and we've got Chris P. Bacon. My sister and I are both teachers, and we have a contest every year to see who has the strangest student name. I think she wins. Your Highness. This kid's got it made. Long Wang. Name your daughter Lizard, then give her the nickname Liz, and people will be like, oh, that's short for Elizabeth? And she'll be like, no, my name is Lizard. And then everyone will laugh at her and she'll get bullied. How do I change username? Something unforeseen happened. Name, Peter Parker. Last name, what kind of name is this, Janice? Janice Kahana Kukuaka. Saw a cool bird and googled what's it called. I hate ornithologists. Black bird with yellow head. Yellow-headed blackbird. Ladies named Karen. My name is not a slur. Guys named Pee-Pee. First time. I've learned to say here when the teacher hesitates while taking attendance. Oluwadobria Ogunwiya. How my mum felt after naming me Emily instead of Emily. Forever grateful my parents didn't name me Haley. Oh no. Haley spelt like, why do 90% of all medicine sound like cool wizard names? It is I, Zyotech the Almighty, Xanax, Roman soldier. Halt, strange person. Where are you from? Time traveler. I come from the future. What are your names? My name is Quintus, as I am the 5th child in my family. My comrade is Sextus, for he was the 6th child in his family. What is your name? My name's Liv. Soldier. Starts counting on his fingers as his eyes open in fear. It's 54. Soldier boy not even a soldier. Dr. Dre is not even a doctor. Keep it going. Adele isn't even a computer. Friend. Hey, can I have the Wi-Fi password? Me. Yep, there you go. Haranelia Lord Voldemort. This kid is Voldemort. Sit this is what Voldemort used to look like. Clinical Neurology by Lord Brain. I will trust this book. You'll all have a new nephew. Born about 9:30, 7 pounds. Baby, mum, and dad are doing great. To be named Tomorrow. Tomorrow is a really stupid name for a baby. Quadruplets. A 1 in 180 million story. This cow has defied great odds and given birth to 4 calves that have been named Eeny, Meeny, Miny, and Moo. I'm Ed Sheeran. No, you aren't. You're not even a ginger. Teacher. Today we'll be playing Kahoot. Everyone make sure to not use any inappropriate names. Me and the boys. The year is 2050. Kid. Dad, why is nobody called Karen anymore? Dad, you wouldn't get it. Your username dictates your death. How do you die? Pee in a toaster. Scientist about to name a new fish. I'll call you the spike fish because you're tapered like a spine. Fish. Bite scientist. Bony-eared butt fish. Name this plant, please. George. I guess I got what I asked for. Mona Lisa. You are not Mona Lisa. Jason. I don't know why it's Jason and not Jason. My family has no idea why they did it either. Donald Duck. Your name's Donald Duck. Were you born a Donald Duck or did you change your name to Donald Duck? The first ever champion of a pie eating contest was an unnamed 6-year-old boy. In 1916, he managed to scoff a 10-inch pie in 15 seconds. Legend. Why didn't his parents name him? Are you okay? I'm fine. Which word do you think would make a pretty baby name if it didn't mean what it meant? I'm going with omelette. You mean omelette or omelette? I think omelette is nicer. I would say water. Yeah, water. Batman bin Superman. He's immune to kryptonite, and he can fly. And he's rich. New player name, unavailable. That name is unavailable. Yes, I know it's unavailable. I just learned today that Cardi B's real name is Bellicalis Almanzar to spell. The weekend couldn't go, so they sent the weekday. Name this band with 4 words or less. My Chemical Dependence. 4-finger meth punch. Brothers from another sister. Teenage Mutant Drug Addicts. The Ohio butt-tickling bandit is cooling. I'm not picking up. Lancelot super sad. He doesn't look super sad. Humble. Texas is named after this guy. Pleasant Humble. Pooh. No, but the best part is how he got his name. His name was originally Potatoes, and his owner, Willoughby Bertie, told the stable lad who helped him write the horse's name on a feed bin. The boy misheard it as literally Port 8 O's and wrote it with 8 O's. Bertie found it so funny that he kept that as the horse's name. The most beautiful horse-related story I've ever heard. This guy was Preserved Fish III. Preserved Fish was born in Portsmouth, Rhode Island. His father, a blacksmith, and his grandfather were also named Preserved Fish. I wonder if they ate fish, or would that be cannibalism? Crystal ball. Oh, no way. Can you tell me my future? Today I learned that in 2002, a researcher found out the average 8-year-old British child could identify 80% of Pokemon, but only 50% of wildlife species. Common wildlife species don't normally yell their names at you. Names are weird. Like your parents just chose a sound that identifies with who you are as a human being for the rest of your life. I felt like a liar and a fraud every time I called my son by his name for the first week of his life. I wanted to take it all back and call him baby until he was 18 and could go off into the woods on his spirit journey and find his true name and come back and tell it to me. That's really poetic. Guys from Eastern Europe be like, hello my friend, my name is Gregor tagged Grezagorg. Screw you. Frederick is the best name because it has 6 names in it. It's so versatile. Cops beat Chinese man after asking for his name. I've lost all faith in our police, says f you. So my dad's telling my relatives the story of how my mum was in labor for 12 hours, so they named me Laura, which if you say it in a Vietnamese accent, it's Laura, which means long time to come out. Imagine finding out after 21 years your name is a pun, and you found out accidentally. Alexander the Great, Alexander the Okay, Alexander the Meh, just Alex. What's your name? Alexa. Like the Amazon thing? Yes, like the Amazon thing. 5 seconds later. Alexa, what's the weather today? Every time. My cat's name is Packaging. I've been waiting for this tweet for too long. Have we tried naming kids after other cheeses, or did we just stop at Brie? I think we stopped there, yeah. Holden Butts. False statements to law enforcement and or government officials. Christian Guy, Center for Social Justice. Commodore Gary Doodlesack. Does he doodle sacks in his spare time? Now entering Butts land. Me? To scam, there are no butts there. Your Roman name is the last thing you ate with "-is" at the end. Ham sandwiches. I am ham sandwiches. Is there an olive here? There's a whole jar of them in the fridge. She definitely named her daughter with this joke in mind and waited patiently for the chance to finally make it. We named our daughter Latrina. Katrina is too common and Larissa is too old. Latrina means lavatory in some European languages, but sounds like a cool name. You literally named your daughter after a toilet. Well done, cash register. You ain't no cash register, you're a human. Why did Google Maps take me to your house? Humans have been giving their pets god names for millennia, not knowing that they actually bestow bestow upon them god powers, but it's divided amongst all the pets with the same name, so ultimately quite harmless. This morning, by a quirk of fate, yours is the only cat named Zeus. Potential crisis prevented. My cat is already neutered. I hate when you have to order at a restaurant, but all the menu items have really goofy or long names. Like what the hell, it's so embarrassing to look at your waiter in the eyes and be like, yes, I'll have Uncle Jimmy's finger-licking, rib-tickling, hooting and hollering, Cajun heat, super stack supreme cheeseburger. Or it's like Big Beefy Juicy Daddy. No, choose a name for your character. Choose wisely, as it can't be changed later. Wisely. I think it was accepted. Maynam? My name is what? My name is who? My name is Slim Shady. You're spelling it like that? Lol, chair, as in the chair you sit on. You're crazy. Yep, that's how these people wanted to spell it, so we let them. I like it, and it's different. Chris Martin looks like a toddler named Ryder at a preschool that costs $50K a year. In Utah, it's salted caramel frosté. Wendy's. Yes, exactly. Dr. Wheat Farts. Okay, keep that to yourself, dude. They didn't have my name. They do not have my name. One of Jesus' most underrated alpha moves is just assigning new names to his followers. Greetings, O Lord. My name is Simon. I'm going to call you Peter from now on. Name here and name here. Who's editing the news? They should be fired. No mistakes. His name, Gord. Several counts of murder. This is what happens when you let the students submit new names for their school. Drew Brees Elementary. Bruce Lee Elementary. John Cena Elementary. Germany. And then Schooly McSchoolface. A Paul goes to an ophthalmologist. The doctor shows him this. Can you read this? Read. I know this guy. I really don't find this funny. Machine Gun Kelly's full name. Machinery Gunnard Kelly Clarkson. Are you ready? Aye, aye, Captain. Advice for new bands. When coming up with a band name, make sure it's an acronym displayed really large on your artwork, or t-shirts won't be complicating matters. You're welcome. I was in a band called Dirty Wet Dirt, and people always asked us why we didn't call ourselves Mud. Person I just met. Person's name? Me. Yep, bye-bye, I won't remember your name. Imagine doing the deed and he says, say my name, but his name is Gilbert. Screw this tweet. Polish names and Western names. I'm gonna guess a Polish person made this meme, because there's definitely not any bias. You know, if Jesus was born today in America, his mum would have named him Jesus. Sus? Making account usernames in middle school. As an adult. King Explosion Murder. Shoto. Name these 2D shaves. Jade. Charlotte. Charlie. Sophia. Harriet. Emily. Maria. When you're in public and someone calls you by your old online username. 12-year-old me setting a username. 18-year-old me logging in. Unable to change the name. They see me rolling. Hey, I just met you and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. Substitute teacher. Reads register. Visible confusion. That one kid whose name is difficult to pronounce. I'm here. The Bond's name. James' name please to what? Bond's name the James. You were right. Bames non's having a stroke. Call her Bondulance. And this person almost cried reading this. Naming your child after a fictional character. Hey there, Khaleesi. How was school? I hate you. Naming your child after a dinosaur. I'm so proud of you, Velociraptor. Online video games be like, I want to name him James. I'm sorry, but that name is taken. You can have James 420, Slenderman James 69, or Babe, Princess, Angel, Precious Little Nugget, Slumbering Little Bug. If you don't answer me, the pet names are gonna start getting meaner. Bowl of cereal that's been sitting out for like an hour. My dad just called Benedict Cumberpatch, British guy silly name, and it disturbs me how close it was to like the same amount of syllables and everything. One time my friend called him Beanie Bag Cabbage Patch. Fact, people named Katie with a K are inherently more powerful than those who spell it with a C. The strongest Katie could fight the weakest Katie and would still be obliterated. However, Katie's ending in IE are superior to Katie's ending in Y, with K/Katie's as the most inferior Y. The Katie hierarchy is as follows. Katie, 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 Catherine's. However, are the most powerful of all, with Catherine's at a distant second. If, for God knows what reason, you place an I between the A and the T, see Katie, Katie, you do not qualify as a true Katie, and will not survive a single round of Katie versus Katie fisticuffs. Question, could the strongest Katie beat the weakest Katie? It would be a close match. At that point it comes down to strategy and dirty tricks, but under the right circumstances, I would argue that Katie could beat Katie. You called a cat Roomba? I have been banned several times. 1. I named a cat Potato. I don't see a reason to explain why I named him that. Mr. Booty Ham Sandwich. He's 1 year old and he's so cute. Astronomers in the past, naming planets after gods. Astronomers now, we're gonna slap the keyboard. Spell your name in Japanese. Zumomotu. being called mate by an Australian, being called love by a Brit, being called sweetheart by a grandma, being called son by a grandpa, meowing at a cat and it meows back. In 20 to 30 years, one of the hardest things our kids will have to do will be finding a screen name that hasn't already been taken. No, they're gonna inherit mine. Your username is now what you do for a living. How has your life changed? Oh no, you smashed dead. Okay, no. How my mum felt after giving me a basic name but changing the letters for it to look more unique. No one will ever know how to write it, and I will never get one of those cute name keychains. Vanessa, the first day of school, they said banana. Madison to Madison. I could have been called Cora or Cora, but no, let's make it Quora instead. My name is Hannah instead of Hannah. May? No, she made it May. Olivia? No, Olivia. Chloe instead of Chloe. My mum named my sister Lucy, but spelled it as Lou. What? How is that Lucy? My name is Mia, but my mum changed it to Mia. Write out the name Donkey Kong, but replace the D in donkey with the first consonant of your first name and replace the K in Kong with the first consonant of your last name. That is your official DK crew name. I have been personally victimized by this post. It was written just to spite me, just to rustle my jimmies. Just call me Monkey Dong. These days are really making me ask the question, how to be happy. Introverts and aliens, things normal human beings talk about. Google when I search for exercises. Best workout for abs. Death. Why am I single? Google wants to open the front camera. It's unnecessary. There's no reason for this. Alzheimer's symptoms. Why is it purple? Something's wrong, I can feel it. How to not snort, not summon a demon lord. Oh no, I did it again. Taking my oyster for walkies. Who's a good boy? Me. Girlfriend, you can buy a girlfriend? Lonely people, invest. If 2222 falls on a Tuesday, it could be also known as Tuesday. Dude, Google is like the sober friend that takes care of you. Showing results for YouTube. When was sex invented? 385 million years ago. Organisms before that? League of Legends. Try the new superfood. 1 gram has calories for 20,000 years. Calories in uranium, 20 billion. Help me, I accidentally built a shelf. Quickly, we need to get rid of this. Dear God, what have we done? What frames per second do humans see? Between 30 and 60 frames per second. Gamers. Pathetic. This week's episode of I Swear I'm a Writer. Cost to hire a hitman. Where to stab someone in the leg. How do you kill bedbugs a zombie? 11 million people. Well, that escalated quickly, but I do have an answer. How big can rats get? Rat. Rodent. Thanks. So I was literally just on my mother's laptop and found this in her history. Is all fan fiction not safe for work? Internet addiction support. My daughter is pretentious. If your daughter is a hipster. What is slash? What makes Tumblr special? I hate it when my dog and my cat stole my fridge. I hate it when I go outside and someone randomly throws a fridge at me. How to get away with a murderer? What? Why is 11 not pronounced as 1T1 when you forget caps lock is on? And Google something really aggressively by accident. How many babies do bunnies usually have? Shakespeare wearing cool sunglasses. Google Images has me covered. Mouse versus rat. My office mates and I were arguing about the differences between a mouse and a rat, so I googled it, and there we go. The difference is a rat plays jazz. Me trying to determine why my stomach hurts. Top search results. Yep, it's probably cancer. I hate when spiders just sit there and pretend like they pay rent. Bro, can I pay you next time? Got it covered. Put that woman first down lyrics. Cookie down, mayonnaise on your child. I told you it would be fun. Very weird doggos with very weird deformities. Oh, it's got an egg for eyes, and it's a fish dog, snake dog, and a drill dog. 5-year-old me misspelling asteroids in the Google search bar. Asteroids. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. When you die after death, next. When you fart in a smart car. But it was only a small one. I think I am a sofa. Oh no, it happened again. I hate it when Wikipedia copies my homework. In my internet history, you would think I'm trying to kill someone, but I just want cool names for dragons. 10 poisons and their horrifying effects. Top 10 most deadliest substances known to man. 10 poisons used to kill people. This week on Murder or Writer. What's the dumbest thing you've ever Googled? Can birds steer? How to fight in small spaces. How to fight United Airlines flight to Hawaii. Karate instructions. Homework spelled backwards. Chromo. So basically homework spelled backwards is chromo, which in Latin translates to child abuse. Great. Is Mr. Clean gay? Mr. Clean is neither gay, straight, nor bi. He is asexual. His first love has always been cleaning. He can't even bear to be seen in anything but clean, perfectly white clothes. So it has been his whole life. I searched this at 5:38 a.m. I had a dream that I googled a question and this is what it gave me. Who created the world? In 1979, the planet Earth was created by Luigi from nothing, other than a few grapes. This is my daughter. Pakistan International Airlines. P girls' names. Paige, Paula, Patricia, Pakistan International Airlines. Am I pregnant? I don't think Google knows if you're pregnant. Never put a healthy dog down. True. Never put a sock in a toaster. Wait, why? Sometimes I like to lay on the floor and pretend I'm a carrot. What's it called when a giraffe swallowed a toy jet? I hate it when a llama called Carl stabs me 37 times and eats my hand. No, Carl. Are Nintendo developing a nuclear bomb? My goals are beyond your understanding. Hope. I accidentally summoned a lemon. Oh god, I have done it again. I'm just happy people are being so polite to Google. 40-minute timer, please. That's just old people typing please. Mars. You can book a flight to Mars. Elon Musk. Years of training wasted. How big is a dog? Its height is 3 seconds. That's pretty tall. Can cats and raccoons be friends? A raccoon and a cat can be friends, but they can also be enemies. Pineapple herb mouth. Most of my Google searches sound like a confused, gentle giant learning about how cruel the world is. What is the biggest planet on Earth? Outside our solar system. Star in the universe. What is the biggest planet on Earth? I don't know. If you die in Canada, do you die in real life? No. God actually says sorry and revives you. Cat girls. Shopping. Oh my god. It's happening. Everyone stay calm. How old is Ice Cube? 49 years old. How long do ice cubes last? Maybe he's just been frozen the whole time. This might be the dumbest thing I've ever Googled in my life, but I had to be sure. What do anteaters eat? Skibbity Ohio Grimace Shake Rizzler. God. So you know how some sins are unforgivable, right? Oh, I accidentally restarted the USSR. Built a shelf. Joined a Mexican gang. What is the definition of friendship? Wanna come over and play Minecraft? Bro, I'm your dealer. Closest I've ever been to a friendship. Damn, dude. How come? Want me to bring something? An Xbox controller. You got it, bro. Help, I accidentally somebody. Help, I am a fish. You have a very specific problem. You search Google. You find a 10-year-old Reddit post with the same question. 0 comments. Crystals for revenge, including results for crystals for forgiveness. Google wants you to change. Krabby Patty secret formula. After all these years. What? Nobody told Mr. Krabs. I thought the secret formula was SpongeBob. So at 8:32 they searched, how to turn off Duolingo notifications. At 8:43, how to fight a 6-foot owl with a knife. When kids accidentally Google fantastic breasts instead of fantastic beasts. They tried it. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. My little brother was using my computer and look at his search history. How bronies deal with haters. Rainbow Dash versus Sonic. Sonic with bobbies. Sonic fanfiction. Okay, we're done. So embarrassing. Can Jesus microwave a burrito? Can Jesus microwave a burrito so hot that he cannot eat it? I hate it when I'm studying and a velociraptor throws bananas at me. Probably the dumbest question I've ever put into Google. What is the least common birth date? February 29th. Help, I eat too much sugar. Moldy bread. Too much salt? It just gets progressively weirder. Raw chicken, too much garlic, fiber, moldy cheese, my dog. Dinosaurs were made up by the CIA to discourage time travel. Google, a false straight, poker term. Bing, false straight. It's a slang term for a male person who pretends to be straight in order to get invited to an all-male sleepover. What does the fox say? Did you mean not falling for it, loser? Google now lets users search for a song by singing, humming, and whistling. Everyone who tried explaining a song to Google using only the melody. They called me a madman. Random number generator. You got 69 for 20, you lucky bastard. I hate it when you open your fridge and get punched by a bear. I'd probably die of just a panic attack. Be so confused. What if one day you woke up and you were a chicken nugget? I'd be very scared of humans. Toxic by Britney Spears is better than anything the Beatles ever released. There, I said it. How to delete someone else's tweet. This says a lot about society. Lactose and tolerant. Toll of rent. Tolerant. Tolerant. Tolerance, tolerant, teachers. Google isn't a reliable source. Google, Cardi B, trash. Damn. How easy do you think it is to sneak into the zoo? I need to see some penguins, like right now. What time of day are you sneaking in? What do you call it when a bull eats a bomb? What do you call it when it rains turkeys? I hate it when Jesus rides dinosaurs in my house. Hello, Jesus, what are you doing here? Google, whenever I decide to do a quick search on my phone. Would like to use your current location. Don't allow. I hate when my toaster goes synchronized diving. Where's toaster? God damn it, toaster. What did we talk about? I think rhinos are just obese unicorns. Google, now hiring. No need to apply. We already have all your information. When will flying cars come out? Flying isn't cheap. Would you pay 1.3 million for a flying car? Porsche and Boeing estimate that commercial passenger drones will hit the market around 2025, and several concept models are supposedly ready for takeoff. Who can afford that? Ratatouille. I love looking at my Google searches after I black out with no context. 12-year-old me after typing Big Bobs into Google. 22-year-old me after typing Big think Bob's into Google? I should have just used Google. Who is Kira? Light Yagami. Stocks explained. And moments later, stocks explained for dummies. 50 Shades of Grey, most anticipated movie of the year. Did you mean Age of Ultron? Ooh, it burns to have you come so close. Sweet dreams are made of bees. Who am I to kiss a meme? It's weird how Google became a synonym for search. Looks lovingly into your eyes. I've been Googling for someone like you my entire life. No problem, Bob. No problem, Boblem. No prob, Robert. I don't even know what I'm reading anymore. Google Doodle for Women's Day. Google Doodle for Men's Day. Should I flirt or send memes? You can do both. I hate it when I'm eating and a T-Rex steals my chair. Are Pop-Tarts not Kleenex? Ew, what? I like to name my cookies before I eat them. I always name the first one Vlad, but you're eating them. Voldemort uses your shampoo, but he has no hair. Showing results for. I accidentally stepped on my dog's foot. Does he understand that it was an accident? Like I said sorry, but I mean, does he know? Yes, thank you. How did you know that the very first option I wanted was a Starbucks that's 2,500 miles away? Good job, Google. Don't worry though, there's light traffic. How many hemispheres? 2. Sometimes Google image search gives you an unrelated photo that was better than what you were looking for in the first place. Keyword term Google is the #1 most searched item on Bing for 28th straight month. I hate it when a chinchilla eats the universe. Someone throws a walrus at your grandmother. How dare they do that? Sometimes I like to cover myself in Vaseline and pretend I'm a slug. Parents, get in, loser. We're going shopping. Come on, Harry. Is your search for oil rig explosion related to plans you're making for the weekend? Yes. Everyone Google, why is my pee red at 6 p.m. on December 1st? Confuse the hell out of search algorithms. You son of a gun. I'm in. Slavic Lives Matter. Did you mean bear? I don't know what this means. Why are you so sweaty? I was watching Cops. This is all you need. A beer, some crisps, and watching TV. There's nothing like the ADHD experience of going to Google something and immediately forgetting what you were going to search. So you have to look through your recent apps to find whatever triggered the thought, but then get distracted in the apps, then just rinse and repeat. I wish I could Google search my own mind and just type in stuff like, what are my favorite movies? Or, what was the name of the place with the really good egg rolls? Google threatening to ban search engines in Australia. Me, an Australian, not worried because I always use ilgoog to search. A friend introduced me to a game where you ask Google a question, then go through the depths of related questions and see how far away you can get from the original topic. Is my best so far. How tall is Joe Biden? How to do a Disney gender reveal. Macaroni and cheese recipe. How do I accept being alone? How can I live a happy life alone? What is Snoop Dogg's IQ? How to drive a car. From asking, why can't we see vampires in the mirror? What is being breedable? What does breeding mean for humans? Sometimes I like to dig a hole in my backyard, stand in the hole and pretend I'm a carrot. I like to bury myself when it's snowing. I pretend to be a mogul. Hot dogs. What, you don't like hot dogs? Oh, I get it. You were searching for hot dog. Oh, no, man. Come on. We don't know what a hot dog looks like. We don't have that sort of type, dog. I googled, do worms breathe? And it suddenly went into first person. First worm. POV. And it threw me off so far. Worms do not have lungs, but I breathe through my skin. I take in oxygen through my skin, and it goes right into my bloodstream. My skin must stay wet in order for the oxygen to pass through it. But if I'm in too much water, I will drown. Just keep me damp, moist, and slimy. There's a worm at an Illinois university. Illinois. I don't know what it is. Who are you? He asked. I'm figuring that out, I said. But I'm thinking I'll name myself after a star. Cool. List of words related to stars. A star. What do I do if my dog ate a bowl of grits? This had to be the dumbest thing I had to Google, and I once Googled if ice can expire. Also, guys, it is the new year. I don't know what day I'm posting this, but I know it's the new year when I'm going to be posting this because I'm recording it after New Year's. If you have some ideas you want to share or a topic you want me to do, please let me know in the comments. Guys, I found a nose. DM me if it's yours. I will send it back. Is it possible to breathe when smiling? Of course. I just wanted you to smile. My dad in the 80s with a motorcycle riding spaniel. My middle school kids text to me that was supposedly urgent. What the Sigma, Riz level 1000 gear. Desk just exploded on me. I just received this email. Is it spam or should I be worried? We're about to launch an all-out attack on your house. Sincerely, the zombies. You have been pooping wrong your whole life. Things you do wrong every day. What's the best dating app for a guy with an IQ of 80? Best bet is the zoo. This guy leapt through a window, shattering it, and into my house. You have 5 minutes to prepare before a guy breaks into your house with the intention to kill you. You cannot exit your house. What is your strat to survive? Go to the living room. Happening right now. The serpent's eating us. Lol. Lemon, lem off. Let me in. Recommendation on something cool to put here? It's by the front door. If no one can beat a plant, then plant it is. This is my new car I bought. Do not check the subreddit. Flag of the US, but the states I dislike have been obliterated. Found this at the beach today. I don't think this is getting topped. Perfect wooden gun. I invented the number 6. Whoa, really? No, I lied. Drug dealers of Reddit. What's your craziest drug-related story? Come on, bite the suet. Interests, sports, robotics. Goals, none. Favorite memory, a shovel. Where did Michael's dad go? What do you think the shovel was for? What age did you lose your virginity? 24. I'm 23 as of today, but I'm hopeful for the upcoming years. I'm eating my English test. I let someone borrow my knife at work. This is how they give it back to me. My wife left our son in a hot car. What Yakuza quote do I use to confront her about this? Third time she did this, by the way. Obsessed with this look/hair. But I'm a male. Farquaad. What's the worst possible reply to? I love you. Okay. Kit Kat releases Gay Month by releasing a new Kit Kat with no straight lines. I think they meant no parallel lines because those are still straight. I'm in your wars. I mean, you've been permanently banned from participating in the schizophrenia subreddit. Me thinking I was cool with my pet crow in 2003. Would this scare you away if you were a bird? It'd scare me away as a human. I need to make my dog green really fast. No one needs to make their dog green, and you're a loser if you do. That's all I have left. Woke up for work to find out that my ex-girlfriend found my email and sent me this. Crow yourself. How did you beat your not safe for work addiction? I didn't, but I'm trying. You can beat it. I think that's his problem. A cameraless iPhone issued to my buddy that works at a nuclear plant. No cameras allowed. To win $3 billion, you have to survive 24 hours getting chased by a horror villain of your choice. Who are you picking? The Predator. I am old and out of shape and unarmed. Apparently I hold my pencil like a psycho. You are holding the paper at ballpoint. King George having fun. 1938. If I had a jar of hornets and I walked into a store with them and told the cashier to give me something for free, or I'd open the jar, could they have me arrested? Yes. Made a fan art of the letter A. Premium A. I have an extremely cute foster cat, but due to the rules of the organization, I can't upload his pictures to social media. How do I stop this pop-up? Ignore my video in the background. ASMR femboy witch brews you a sus potion and gives you a lap pillow. Did you hear that noise? My orange is running away. The yogurt tower I collected in the mental hospital got thrown away. My hairy legs. I recommend a Gillette for the face and a John Deere for the legs. Cockroaches sent to Mars evolve after 400 years. History of Turkey. What's the dumbest thing you believed as a child? That I would grow up to be happy. What makes you different from the average Redditor? I did not need help naming my cat. I eat kiwis with the hairy skin on. My mom said I seemed to like it, so she wasn't going to stop me. Later on, I found out that I'm a freak of nature for doing it, but I still eat it that way because I just like it. The only downside is that since I like the texture of the hair and skin, I have forbidden fruit moments when I'm looking at the abdomen of a tarantula. Yes, officer, this comment right here. I left my peaceful world on for about 2 days and came back to this. What causes this? I've had this world since 1.6.4. Mobile users, type I was born and let your predictive text continue. What is your origin story? I was born to be a good person and I was a very good person. So you're the good boy. Yo, what the hell is up with the sun? Blind people have read it. What do you find attractive? Am I a joke to you? The face of a girl who bullied my boyfriend into turning off his game. Vehicles should not be noisy billboards. Brat. I have a broken mod that makes my pet's offspring have human traits, and one of my kittens spawned with the homophobic trait. They are making me think gay thoughts. Tell us about them. Spare no details, it helps in tracking the attacks. I saw a guy on a jog, then I started thinking about smashing him, and first mistake in my trucking career. It's like Haver. What's Haver? Have a nice day. Found a tomato-shaped tomato at work yesterday. What's the most illegal thing you can do with $1? Change it to 100 pennies, put them in a sock and beat someone to death with it. Controller not charging. Any suggestions? I gently opened the door. Then a brick fell on my pee-pee. Straight banana. This birthday card my daughter made for me. Will stopwatch time transfer to a new phone? I remember I got into an argument on Reddit a while ago with a person over Italian food. It got to the point they were following me into other subreddits to harass me. I clicked on their profile to block them, and their most recent post was them drinking their own piss. At that moment I realized I had spent so much pointless time arguing about the taste of food with someone who drinks their own piss as a hobby. The site is a hellhole. The truth as revealed to me in a dream. Why do I piss blood all the time? Not painful or anything, just blood. See a doctor. Nah man, I just kind of want to know why. Female Uzi fan. I'm a female Uzi fan. What are some of his best songs? Hey, if that's true, I'm willing to pay you if you send a video of your feet and Uzi playing in the background. We are shutting down the subreddit for a week. My Swiss cheese only has one hole. Help, I smashed my laptop because I was bored. Is there anything else I can do to fix this? Go back in time, create a time machine. Wife was not thrilled with me redecorating the living room. Since the sun is 4.6 billion years old and takes 230 million years to orbit the center of the Milky Way, in his own years, our sun is 20 years old. So I can legally smash the sun? I know a guy who thinks the specialty he drinks negates the negative health effects of his pack-a-day smoking habit. What's the specialty? I think might have smoked one pack too many. Stupidity. My wife and I got into an argument, so I hit her over the head with my Switch. Hundreds of hours of Zelda lost. Someone has probably already imagined you doing the deed with them. Maybe, but people usually wake up from nightmares. What's a common myth about your country that is 100% false, but many people still believe in it? Romania. Many people believe we have vampires, but in my 700 years of living here, I haven't even seen one. I asked my friends back in the castle, and they also haven't seen any. And they've been around longer than I have. What's the wildest place you did the deed to yourself in? Turn around. Redditor posts pictures of his brain MRI. A large portion of his brain is missing. Several other Redditors chime in with their own MRIs. They're all missing large portions of their brains. It's all starting to make sense now. Reddit, what's a killer first date idea? Something that you're both really bad at, gets you both laughing and having a good time. Doing the deed it is. Crappy lemon squeezer. Guess I squoze too hard. My socks are stiff and I don't know why. I have an idea, but I don't think you'll admit to it. Just adopted this monster. What the hell should I name him? Rubber duck. Am I balding? 2 months old. It might be over for you, bro. New PC. Ignore Pablo. Dude puts himself as an investor for every stock he owns. College board cancelled my scores. Why were you in the bathroom for 15 minutes? Taco Bell. How am I supposed to eat this? Is this a challenge? Received my certificate today. You weren't the only one receiving it. My dog passed last year, but I was able to immortalize her in a Pokestop. I didn't know Enderman could do this. I wish I never knew. Is it normal to go on a walk in my neighborhood? Like in jeans and a sweatshirt? Are people gonna think I'm weird? Edit. Did drugs and got super paranoid. Sorry guys. The water is only boiling on the outside of my sausage. A femboy that's a tomboy sounds awesome, not gonna lie. Isn't that just like a guy? Found those weird looking balls on my abandoned makeup bag. Turns out those are lizard eggs. People who shoved their school papers in their backpack with no binder/folder. Where are you now? Not great, my dude. Not great. I got asked out today, and it wasn't because they liked me. No, it was because they and their friends were playing a game where they ask out a boy that they find unattractive. I know this because I heard them playing it one day in lunch while I walked by. I hate this school. What is an essential, not so obvious skill in life? Knowing when to shut up. Edit. Oh my gosh, didn't think this comment would get so much love. If you are offered $1 million, but to claim it you must enter the last video game you played and stay there for a year. If you accepted the money, how's life there? Me. I'm not an actor or a man, but me. Why the downvotes? Am I not good enough? Daddy's getting sad. Giraffes don't exist. 200k members. Giraffe totally exist. 18,000. I love democracy. 2 windmills are in a field. One windmill says to the other, "What type of music do you like?" The other replies, "Well, I'm a big metal fan." Take your up arrow and go away. Hard to beat local meat. I always beat my meat locally. People who unironically say kill all men still have a mental age of 12. You want to kill all men because you hate men. I want to kill all men because I like mass murder. We are not the same. What are some good non-sexual ways to relieve horniness? I just pull up my bank account. Instant killer. People of Reddit, what category do you think you're in the top 1% of? My IQ is 136, which is in the top 5% of the world. IQ of 136 apparently not enough to understand and answer OP's question. Single men of Reddit, what's the most single guy meal you have ever made? Bought a head of lettuce and ate it like an apple over the sink while occasionally dribbling salad dressing over it where I planned on biting. Google, we'll use Reddit's data for our AI. Google's AI. What are the best CDs of all time? How about you CDs nuts? No. Walked into a bar in Australia. I ordered a beer, but then the bartender noticed I was American. I asked, was it the accent or my choice of Budweiser beer? He said, because you're the largest monster I have ever seen in my life, mate. You press a button that kills you, but a perfect clone of you, mentally and physically, replaces you and receives $10 million. Do you press it? Why or why not? You had me at press a button that kills you. Yes, of course I would press it. Why wouldn't I? The internet shuts down in 1 hour. It will never be back again. How will you spend this hour? Get all my family photos and videos off the cloud and onto a USB safely. My M&M has a W instead of an M. Don't let capitalists trick you into believing that food only comes from a grocery store. Here's some wild food I foraged during a walk. My friend's dad found a crab holding a Donatello Pez dispenser. The rice here at home, when made in the slow cooker, always came out with a delicious fried flavor, and we never found out why. Today we opened it for maintenance and discovered several crackling lizards. I was urgently asked to make this for some reason. Cat bed I made. Girlfriend broke up with me, so I got high and built this. Do ultra high IQ people like big booty Latinas? This is arguably more relevant to the sub than most posts recently. I'll allow it. Found Pyrocynical's real height by taking the height of an Among Us plushie at 20 centimeters on Amazon, referring it to his body, and finding out that 160 centimeters. The moon is actually more useful than the sun, since the moon gives us light at night when it's dark. The sun only gives us light in the day when it's already bright. I'm glad they have 3 downvotes for this. Anti-homeless bench. What's the worst physical pain you've ever felt? Testicle torsion. Not gonna lie, testicle torsion sounds like a kick-ass band name. With their #1 hit, they had to shave me to save me. For first grade math, stressed my son out, literally impossible. A shape with 4 sides and 3 corners. There's a house in my attic. Part 2. Family Guy saved my life today. No, not a joke. I was choking on some chocolate and remembered the Family Guy skit where Peter makes himself vomit by sticking his fingers down the back of his throat. This worked after about 3 tries and saved me from choking to death. I'm currently recovering and deeply thinking about my life choices and my current mindsets. Do you think this potato looks like the Reddit icon? What is your favorite paradox? If you ask Rick Astley for his copy of the movie Up, he cannot give it to you as he will never give you up. However, in doing so, he lets you down, thus creating the Astley paradox. My kid got a box of onions instead of nuggets in his Happy Meal. I bought a machine to iron shirts, but it's actually terrifying. Instead of doing the deed, I cooked an Italian meal. My popcorn looks like the UK. I was banned and muted from an art subreddit for packaging my 3D printed work, so I printed it and packaged the mod. 1 million dead mosquitoes. You guys are annoying me, and man, you messed up my order. Man, that makes me angry. I steal these things, man. McDonald's messed up my order. Every time I'm charging and turn my phone sideways, an ominous red clock and this monstrosity appears. Why? And how do I change it? Is there a leash in the game? Like something someone can tie onto me and I can walk around with them or something. Dog licked a baby's head. I saw it. The baby was bald. How? How exactly was this a shower thought? I remembered it in the shower. Found a DS in my son's room. Decided to rip it apart to destroy it. This is why I hate video games. They appeal to the male fantasy. These J. Cole guys arguing over ice cream flavors. What ice cream flavors y'all like? Bird in ceiling. Anyone know what it is? Backrooms recreation for my hamster. Will I ever be able to eat my yogurt alone again? I'm so desperate to do the deed with a female clown. I can't take it. What do I do with him? He's so cute, but they are highly invasive. I live in Miami. My physics textbook. You guys, am I going bold? Redditors with thin walls. What have you heard in your apartments? Our neighbor's once talking loud, and I was nosy, so I put my ear up to the wall and realized she was reading him Harry Potter pretty enthusiastically, and it made my heart melt. I don't even have a title for how stupid this is. A student at my school today brought in some uranium to show his science teacher. Actual, certified, in a lead box with a radiation symbol on it, uranium. For some reason, the science teacher didn't confiscate it or inform admin, so of course during lunch, one of the kid's friends ate it. That kid is spending the night in hospital. How did he get uranium? I work in a high school. I literally don't even know anymore. Like nothing will ever surprise me now. My boss exploded. Boom. The second most common cause of death for Gen Z is ending their life. I think perhaps we should make some improvements to our society. Let's make that #1. Come on guys, follow me. Pick a movie, keep 1 actor. The rest are played by Muppets. Saving Private Ryan. You think it's just a Muppet movie until they save Matt Damon. Now reverse it and do The Martian. You think it's a normal movie until he makes contact with Earth and all its Muppets. How do I join a gang in Atlanta? Hey, I'm new to Atlanta, and I was wondering if there were any gangs you would recommend me joining. Some of my favorite artists is 21 Savage, Nodo, Working Lil Baby. I'm also white, 15, 5'7" and 130 pounds. I also have experience fighting. Please send me details on best gang to join in Atlanta.